What's going on?
I'm sorry. It's always me.
Bow.
Foul.
What was that?
Oh, no, I heard Fabio. I heard Fabio say that shit. I've been repeating it since.
What's going on, Need to Know family? This is the third take of this ad.
Wow.
We are here to encourage you all to join our Need to Know podcast community. Over on Patreon, we are giving you 2 episodes a week. You can get all of the uncensored content. I know a lot of y'all, I got a DM last week. Yo, where's the pod? Where's the pod? I said, hey, we dropped the pod. He said, oh, my bad. I just wanted more. I'm like, bro, it's out. I promise you, my bad. So please, if y'all want more, we do 2 episodes a week on our Patreon. You can connect with us individually. Yeah. We also do blog posts, vlog posts. The Need to Know family is up over there. If you want to join that community, again, everything that we talk about in this little precursor thing is all in the description. So please make sure you guys check that out.
That's right. That's right. Yo, if you're looking to make some extra money, sports betting is now legal in certain states. Depending on where you live, you know the answer to that. So how about you go ahead and follow a sports group that you can maybe be a little bit confident in? I know there's a lot of people proposing their groups and such online. I need y'all to go tap in on my dude Geechee, all right? On Twitter, that name is Geechee, Geechi 4848. Tap in with him. Right now, he has an MLB package and an NBA package for the rest of the playoff season, all right? If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's $60 a month right now. So go tap in with my good brother Geechee, man. Go win you a little money, man. Your baby mother need another pair of shorts or something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm not going to lie. I've been very, very busy. And so Geechee has allowed me to not look and do all of the research because he does it for you. Like Alex says, please make sure y'all go check my guy out. That is Geechee, Geechi 4848. Yep. Again, that'll be in the description below. And we are here live.
Yeah, because after you win the money at Geechee, I want you to take that money and bring yourself to the HMDstudio.com.
That's some hood shit.
And all right, I'll be
That's
right.
fly. That's fly. No, you right. You right.
That was smooth.
Make sure you come over to HMDstudio.com. This is where we record this podcast each and every, I won't tell you which day so you don't pop up and show up and try to see us. But we record people for podcasting, recording studio needs, photo, video space, all kinds of things. We have a really nice recording studio downstairs as well, if I didn't mention that. And just come to thehmdstudio.com for all of those needs, a creative space for creators by creators.
Yes.
And also, we had a loaded episode this week. We all exposed our bouginess. We talked about Future and the greatest rapper alive. And also, like I always tell you guys, I'm trying to have healthy relationships in the new year, right? And one of those relationships is YouTube. So if you like us, please make sure you comment, subscribe. Why y'all laughing at me? I want better relationships in life.
No, because and then the people hear us and then they always comment. They're like, "Yo, he hates us." YouTube
Nah, but I'm trying to love them now.
Yeah, we love
They're
you.
my favorite because we put effort into looking nice every single week. We have this whole production.
Speak for yourself.
So we appreciate the YouTube viewers.
You're right.
Nah, absolutely. But again, like I said, please make sure everybody, if you can, follow. If you listen to us on Apple, if you listen to us on Spotify, Audio Max, SoundCloud, wherever you listen to the Need to Know, please, it is very important that you all follow. If you can comment once in a while. I know it's a lot to just say hi, but just say hi sometimes.
Oh my God, there's this one woman who comments. I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's this one woman who comments every single week. She goes, "Hey y'all."
Shout out to her.
And that's what we need. Every single, like, I love her. Like, just go every single
That's
week.
it.
She never. She's
Show a
like,
little
"Hey
love.
y'all."
Shout out to her. I
missed
want her
y'all.
name next time.
And look,
No, I'm dead ass.
The Hey Y'all.
that is all we need to continue to stay in your algorithm. So again, please make sure you are subscribed to wherever you listen or hear or watch the Need to Know podcast.
Right.
And with that being said, let's start the episode, y'all. Peace.
It's crazy.
Ooh, what I gotta do first?
It's late.
Clap first?
It's tough stuff.
Ooh, what I gotta do first?
Just do
Oh,
it.
no, I got it. Devon.
Yeah, it's tough
I
stuff.
like how everybody wanted to see me fail.
Just
That's
wanted
me
to
every
see
week.
you go.
I know. And I didn't pay attention. That's like when you talking in class and something crazy happened. The teacher go, Devon, you go, oh, I'm mad lost.
Nah. Like, you called my name?
I don't know what she about to say.
I don't know what equation this is.
That's
Facts.
like the equivalent in like Zoom meetings today when your camera's off.
Oh.
That's
Yo,
And
I
they
be like,
and you
it's
hear
the
your
same
name?
feeling, bro.
And you hear your name?
It's the same feeling.
me.
And they go, Savon, you go, oh,
and I
shit,
be in the
dropped
kitchen
everything.
like
And you be like,
making like sushi and shit. Like, and I'm like, I'm like in a meeting.
That's happened to me at the studio.
dead ass?
Like I was at the studio and I was having a conversation. I think it was like Drew, my brother, and Pierre.
Right.
And I was just sitting back, cooling. He was like, "Hey, Savon, you know this update?" I was like,
Oh,
shit.
what?
I just got, bro, I was,
Got you
man.
saying,
And then you're
Oh
like,
my
yeah, like,
God.
you know, honestly, the B minus the C squared and, you know,
You
the
just
weather.
start enunciating.
You
like,
start talking.
Start getting
Enunciation
mad
will
clear.
just mask all of the things you don't know.
Okay.
So, like, if you enunciate your words, people are going to believe anything you say.
It's
Okay.
true. I've tried it.
Okay.
It's a trick.
Enunciate your word. What does that mean?
You can
Explain.
still, you can
Speak
still
confident.
sound enunciated and dumb.
Oh,
I think so.
Nah.
I think you can.
You think so?
Hello.
I be
just
seeing
because
through
you-
niggas like
I don't know,
that.
actually, I don't know.
when niggas do that, I feel like I be seeing through them, bro. Like when they talking, I'm like,
Over-enunciating?
I'm
Yeah.
like, he's looking, he's searching. His brain is in loading mode,
Yeah.
but you're spewing
You're
bullshit.
not
If you-
overcompensating if you over enunciate.
If you
you just gotta
stutter-
be smooth.
If you stutter, I got you. But if you just enunciate
If
real
you
confident,
kill the monologue enunciating
Yeah.
in
You're
a
nice.
corporate meeting,
You're
bro,
dope, you're dope.
You got it.
You dope.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
dope.
you got
There's
me.
nothing else you could do.
You're dope.
Reggie, I feel like you got pushback for that.
I don't know. Just because you like talk like this doesn't mean everything is
But I
intelligent.
believe you. Talk like that right now.
Dry.
No,
Say anything.
No, because I don't do that.
Say the biggest lie ever.
Wait,
in
I
that
don't have
voice.
to
accent was
overcompensate.
that?
No, kidding. I don't know. I have no evidence to back up my claim. I was just talking. I don't know. I
feel you.
have no idea
I
what I'm
feel
saying
you.
right now.
I feel you. Well, welcome to the Need to Know podcast, everybody. Here we go. We're gonna give this a try and
Alex.
enunciate all of our
I got a
words.
new
What is
ju-
this? What is this? I caught
I'm
you.
a hoe.
You got a Vaseline one now?
Yeah.
Yo, you got leather pants on?
Wow.
You got
Now
leather
the
No,
pants
he
is
got
hot.
a big
Yeah.
ass. Why is
Pants
the
hot.
big
Got Vaseline
they
pants,
have,
Vaseline
They have the
lips.
baby Vaselines.
Those made my lips soft
but,
as
But what
shit.
about when your fingers get ashy? You ain't think about that, did you?
That's
Yo,
No, I
yo.
did. You niggas is still so okay. So okay, hold on.
Your fingers
this.
get
So you're
ashy?
gonna dip your finger in the
Oh, let's get back
Vaseline.
to this one.
You're gonna put it on your hands,
Mr. Clean.
and your mouth.
You missed the clean, right?
This is a Patreon
Fuck
episode.
out of here. This man want to be. Come on, man. Fuck out of here. You just.
Y'all niggas, that's
You a
a part of the
sanitary
Blistex.
officer?
A what?
Are you a sanitary officer?
I'm not. I'm just
Outta
saying
here,
I'm
man.
calling a spade, as
Spade
they
to spade,
say.
Nothing.
You work in
No.
sanitation?
Nah, I don't work in sanitation. No, I don't.
No,
I
You got
Vaseline.
the
Validator.
arms to work in sanitation. Like
Here we go. Now
all-
the niggas
you
got
ever
the
seen
arms.
you ever seen like for real a sanitation worker like
That's him.
they always brolic.
They can
bro.
fight.
I didn't know.
Out of all the city jobs in New York,
They can
I
fight.
know sanitation workers will fuck you. I dare you.
Yo, the first episode we all did together, I forgot how it came up, but you guys told me to date a sanitation worker.
They
Did
make
we?
money.
I gave you that. I gave you
Because
that
I was
bad
like, I
advice?
was saying I don't want to date someone in the industry, and then you guys were, and then Dad was like, "Yo, a sanitation guy will treat you right."
I'm dead
They
ass.
will,
All the sanitation niggas I know are mad fly.
And
I'm
they be,
dead ass.
no,
like,
and they be
And they're
off by
low-key-
2 p.m.
They're humble.
and they're mad humble, and they all have businesses outside of
make
their job.
money, yeah,
But
All of
if they
them.
off by 2
Dead ass.
p.m., they got time to cheat. You know what I'm saying? You might need to work harder. All right, my fault. What happened?
That's true.
That was
That's
snitching.
true.
Yo,
So it's a form of
Women
snitching
do
that
it
you did
too.
there. There we go. Good boy.
My fault.
You ever
Good
seen a
man.
sanitation woman?
Nah, they sexist.
That might be a sexist
What?
field.
Nah, they sexist.
Wait,
That's
what?
true.
Why would you? Why?
I've never seen a woman
never
in
seen it.
sanitation.
You know what's
Like,
funny? I've never
Oh,
either.
you mean the workplace?
Yeah, I've never seen that.
I've never seen that either.
Yeah. Think they're
And
sexist
nobody
towards
talks about that.
You think women? Do you think it's because they don't want to hire women, or women don't want the job? That's a good question.
it. Nah, I know some.
I don't know how we could ever.
I don't know how to
figure out
crack
the
that
answer,
code. I don't think I have the answer for that. I have the
I
answer.
know some
but
girls that like being
it's
around
too
trash.
early in the show for me to give my real answer. So I'm really not gonna do that. Like you gotta wait till later on
Nah.
to get like my real answer. I'm not gonna tell you.
I know some women that like being around trash though. So
Oh, that was
that's a bar.
That was a bar.
Holy
That was a bar.
shit.
I think we're crossing over to a dangerous territory.
Yeah,
and we're
it's too
done.
early.
You can
You're
finish
not
entering.
gonna set me up. You're not gonna set me
That
up.
was a setup.
Yo, welcome to the show. We
Yeah.
have Devon Terrell.
Yeah, man.
Thank you
Glad-
for coming back.
Glad to be back.
Appreciate you.
Thank you for coming back. Sounds crazy.
Nah, thank you for coming back to
He
your own
missed
studio.
one episode.
nah, but his presence is a blessing.
I just missed one episode.
Your presence is a
His
presence.
I
presence is a
listened to the
gift.
last episode too about Alex and Levin's arguing about drill music
God, you heard us.
and a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, I like.
He be making
honestly,
me so
I like when
mad.
I get to listen in on y'all.
Yeah.
I just like because it reminds me like, hey, back in the day I
I
wasn't
wish
on
I
it.
could do that, but
Yeah.
I never miss an episode, so I can't do it.
Oh, that was a shot. It was a
No,
little
no,
shot.
no, it wasn't. But I really want to listen to us.
I know,
I
I
want to
know.
find another podcast that is like us. Please give me recommendations.
No,
Like,
please don't.
I've been asking.
No,
Nah, Reggie
nobody-
hit the
if you're
chat.
like us,
No,
stop
give
recording.
me
Fuck
give
outta
me
here.
a recommendation privately because I want
Oh,
like
okay.
a chill, funny like chat.
Just
I
a
mean,
cord-
But it's only one of
podcast.
you.
I know.
There's not too many
But
Reggies. Like,
I
what
just
are we talking about?
I don't know. I want anyway. But yeah, please
The podcast game, like that's actually a good place to
'Cause
start. The
who-
podcast game being like oversaturated,
Uh-huh.
but still not connecting to podcasts.
Uh-huh.
Like there's a
everybody
million
has a
podcasts,
podcast,
Right.
but my rotation is only about 2 or 3 of y'all.
That's why I'm
yeah.
asking.
I only got bandwidth for like 2 or 3
because
podcasts.
people who listen to us, obviously you guys have great taste. So that's why I'm like, give us a recommendation of like a chill group chat-esque like podcasts. I really need it.
Damn, you know what? That's so true. I never thought about that. Like, if you're a podcast listener, you only have a certain core podcast that you listen to. So there's only a little bit of bandwidth that a podcast listener can have. You understand what I'm saying?
Especially like
I
us.
think some people listen to like mad different types of podcasts.
But I think about it from a standpoint of podcast is typically, let's say, on the lesser side is an hour long. So let's say you only have about 5 hours of a commute or when you listen. So I got 5
that's
hours.
like your go-to.
Yeah, as opposed to music, it's 3 minutes. I can listen to 30 artists in 3 minutes. Well, in an hour. You know what I mean? So I think about it like, wow, that's very special. So, y'all listening, thank y'all, because you chosen us. Real talk, I never thought about that.
They
I don't
be
blame you.
tuned in every Thursday morning on the way to
looking for
work.
updates,
Yo, if we're
yeah.
late, it's a real thing. So yeah, shout out to everybody who
Wow,
likes
that's
vibe with us.
crazy.
That's a big deal.
A lot of my friends listen. I just assume my friends didn't listen. I've accepted that. I'm like, you know what? We have like our core audience. But sometimes my friends text me like a random TikTok or something like that. I'm like, why are you sending me this? And they're like, oh, you talked about it on the podcast last week. I was like, what?
Whoa,
you listen?
yeah.
I be talking shit sometimes.
Just a real moment, like, oh, you listen? Oh shit!
Yeah, I didn't
Right.
know they were listening.
I'm
Like my
that
friend,
too.
like, yeah.
Yeah, like my mother.
Yo, speaking of TikTok, I don't got the app, so when people send me TikToks, I gotta copy and paste that shit.
Oh, into your
the Safari.
browser?
I'm old.
That's
No,
nasty.
come
I love
on,
it.
Alex. Just give in.
I'm not
Sometimes
Speaking
it's
of
lit.
old,
I'm not giving in.
It's lit.
Yo, we didn't wish my guy a happy birthday.
Oh,
It was
wow.
Alex's
I hate
birthday last
Happy
week.
We wish you happy birthday the other day,
It's
though.
Zod
Oh,
Day
okay.
on the pod. We didn't
on
do
the
it on the
pod.
pod.
I
bro.
texted him right
We didn't
at
send him no love on the
12:06.
pod.
Happy
bro.
birthday, man. Happy belated birthday.
Yeah,
Yo, wait,
man.
can I say something? Because I texted you mad or like right on the dot because I set an alarm because I don't want to forget. But Pierre was
That
the
is
one.
the most Reggie shit you could
But
possibly
Pierre was the
do.
one who reminded me. He was like, "Yo, Reg, I think it's Alex's birthday." Like he did. So
Pierre.
it's credit to Pierre. Pierre was the one who remembered, but I was the one who
You
texted
on dad time, nigga.
Nah,
Because
you really
Pierre
the dad.
cares. He's very caring.
He is dad. He is
Yeah,
dad.
man.
This nigga's on dad time.
The pod dad.
He gonna hit
Yeah.
me today.
He's the
'cause
pod
it-
dad.
Yo, let me tell you about this nigga PA, yo. Let me tell you what he did to me
my God.
today, bro. And then we gonna get back to my guy Alex. Celebrate you. It's Zod Day today. It's 420
420
day that we
Yes.
recording. It was your birthday last week. You got the
It's just
Pradas
your
on.
season,
A nigga that can wear
Alex.
Pradas and leather jeans and carry Vaseline.
It's a sexy
Is
nigga.
a scary
It's
nigga.
a sexy
Watch
nigga.
out for me.
Scary,
man.
sexy
match
nigga.
it
Watch
with
out
his
for me.
fit.
Hello.
Know what I'm
Hello.
saying?
But let me handle Pierre real quick. The nigga Pierre hits me on the side. Yo, what's going on, man? Da, da, da. How you doing, Savon? You know, we got the pod today. I can't wait for the energy of everybody. So I'm like, yeah,
What is
bet. We
about?
about to pull up. I'm about to get it in. Like,
Yeah, why you
I
laughing?
bet. Community building. Here we go. Like,
Right.
fuck it. Devon Terrell's back. I'm super happy, super excited.
Right.
I'm wearing imaginary players. I'm super comfortable,
man.
cozy.
Shout out to John.
This the 6th day in a row that I wore this sweatsuit.
I believe it
Like,
because I went through that
feeling
too. I
amazing.
didn't even
That's
take it
what a
off.
good
Not even the
sweatsuit
shower.
That's what a good
Dead ass.
Swiss would do. I'd be
I'm-
like, you look good every day.
Every day.
Fucking
I'ma keep
feeling
wearing it.
good,
That's right.
right?
Right.
And it's just as I was feeling good and great about myself, this guy sends me a link like, yo, bro, pull up. So now I'm like, I bet I'm about to turn up. Like, you know, he's a God-fearing man. Maybe he invited me to like a
He's
church
a-
service.
God
This was
is.
today?
You know, maybe he's trying to like, yeah, today,
sent you a
before we
link?
came here.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Like, I was feeling
I
really
see
good about
so.
today. And then he sends me a link and he's like, yo, pull up. Me and a few of my guys, we go do this. I'm like, all right, what is he doing? He's married. Like, so he can't invite me out to like go outside.
Paintballing.
Nah. So, and I thought it was paintballing at first when I
Okay.
seen it.
Right?
This nigga invited me to like a triathlon competition.
I'd be so fucking
Spartan
mad at you, nigga.
warriors,
That doesn't
jumping
surprise me.
fences,
The
and
ultimate warrior.
swimming in mud. I'm like, nigga, do I look like a ninja?
The
Like,
Ninja Warrior
the ninja.
contest.
What
Or
the
like
fuck
the
is
Amazing
this?
Race type shit.
And
Like,
so now y'all know I've been trying to get better. I've been working out. I'm feeling good about
yo,
myself.
this doesn't surprise me at all that Pierre would.
But now
like,
I'm looking at these niggas swing. Bro, I haven't been on monkey bars since I was like in elementary school.
I can't do monkey
Grown
bars.
men
Hold on,
on
wait.
monkey bars
Fucking
is
took you.
crazy, bro.
Y'all doing parkour?
But
Nah.
look what he got me trying to do.
Let me see it. Hold
What
on.
happened?
So now
Oh,
he just
Savon
shot.
is getting more
Oh.
comfortable with the thotty stories,
Y'all in there
Nah,
doing
that's
parkour?
with the gym stories.
that's
Wait,
just self-confidence
where
building.
the fuck were you? What is this shit? Explain.
I don't know. We had a mic for him last week. I should have asked for another mic this week.
Yeah.
But
So
I don't know.
it was like an exercise like thing.
Bro,
like,
this nigga think I'm Billy Blanks.
like a course, like an obstacle
With the
course.
ball
he
and
kinda
brought
thing.
everything.
he brought you to a course.
Bro, he just thinks once you go bald, you're like in shape.
Yes.
Like, bro, that doesn't work out. That's only in the movies.
It's like kind of has to go hand. It's like you got to have one or the other. It's like you're bald, you got to get in shape now.
only in the fucking movies, bro.
Terry Crews.
Yeah, like, nah.
That's true. All the bald niggas is brawling. That's
You're not
true.
Name a
doing that.
bald man that's not in shape.
Me.
Savon Slater.
The fuck I'm
He
working
just
I
on.
didn't say that. I didn't say
Yeah,
that.
but shout out to Pierre. Shout out to all like the
Wait,
fit people who's like really going crazy out there. Because
Yeah.
I can't imagine like, yo, you should do it.
I would
Devon
love to do
Terrell.
something. That's I'm like, what is that?
Send Devon the link.
Spartan training shit?
Oh, some Spartan training? Is it the same? Is
My
it the
friend did
same?
something like
Because
that.
I bought one of their like fitness
Sparta.
programs one time. It's like red. Is there branding like red?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I bought
Over
one of
there
their
breeding
fitness.
warriors.
Yeah, and at the end
Honestly,
they're like covered in mud and they take a picture like this.
If all of us do it, I would do it. I would be super down.
And you look like you fucking dweebs.
I would be
Look at
super
you.
down. Like, I think what we could do is we could take like, something from the budget and pay for all of us to do it collectively as like a
Right.
team builder.
No.
Oh, you got to do things for yourself, bro.
No, I'm
Look
not
at these
doing that.
niggas
What is wrong
running
with
from
him?
the smoke.
No.
Running
No.
mad fast.
Everybody
Yo,
does it.
y'all
I'm
talking about?
gay.
Yo,
I'm down.
never
Running
in
like
my
this.
life. I'd rather fucking quit the podcast than oblige to that. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm self-aware.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't
tell
do
you
it.
what.
You don't work out in front of anyone,
faint.
right?
I'd faint. Like
I
would,
faint.
in the mud. Like
I really want us to do the basketball game thing. That's my biggest thing.
about it.
I
I'll
really
bring
would
the
like for us to do
snacks,
the
I'll bring
basketball game.
snacks, you know?
I want to do the basketball game with y'all
I'm
just to
down
keep
for
that out there.
We've been saying that since the first episode.
I'm gonna
I want to
play-
do it
I'm gonna
when
play
it
like
gets
the
nice.
clip.
I want to do it. We could do it. Go to my house
Listen
and just
to
do
the
it.
music. This is the clip that he sent me. Just listen to the music.
What is this?
This is the video.
For the
You know niggas is dying based on the music. Yo, where the fuck he took it? Listen to this shit. This is the whole thing.
a little of that in there. They said, all right, it's a little flavor.
What the fuck kind of like, they shooting
swimming-
bow and arrows.
They swimming in ponds to get to the next field.
You
What
preparing
is
for
going
fucking the
on?
apocalypse, my nigga? For Armageddon?
Yo, Pierre does this like as
Can
a
I see
hobby.
that? On some G shit?
You want to be the next American Ninja Warrior?
Yo,
Listen-
niggas is
listen to the
running with
music.
American flags.
Oh, that's a red flag. I don't know.
This the Giants camp. This where they secretly go in the off season. That's where you
know he worked for them.
Keep it a bean.
Yo, you're not a player in the NFL. You
Nah,
need to
but
be
he
a
is.
camera guy, bro.
Nah,
Like,
but he is.
Nah. He preparing.
yo, look at the
He said-
tryouts to work in the NFL, bro.
Nigga said, I'm trying to look. One day they call his jersey. He's like, I'm fucking ready.
Yeah, he's been waiting for
There's
this
no one
moment.
else in the field. Pierre was like, ah!
Oh, that's why he been working.
That's why he working out. He training. I see you, Pierre.
That
What?
did start the kind of workout thing.
That's a fact. That's good. I like
you
that.
did. You did.
That's
Yeah,
good.
you did.
That's good. I like that, man.
Thank you for promoting good health.
Yeah, for sure. I really would like black men, take care of yourselves,
word.
and just everybody. Sorry, everybody, take care of yourselves and fucking
No,
exercise.
only black men. Take care of yourself.
No, only black men. Everybody else, don't worry about yourselves.
Just destroy your body, everybody else. You're not black
And Reggie,
male.
black men and Reggie. Take care of yourself and just fucking
Nah,
exercise.
shout out to a queen that want the best for us. Word.
Big facts. No, but good health, exercise is good. It's really good for relieving stress. I feel so good after I work out, and I
Just
noticed
just
that.
take care of your body.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good. And it's,
Don't wait till it's too late to do so.
yeah. Take care of yourself, man, and just be healthy. But
Stay away from friends like Pierre. Like, just stay
nah,
away.
yeah.
bro.
That's
Nigga,
really
a nigga
good.
invite me
yo.
to triathlon. I'm like, yo, fam, I'm not that dope,
Bro,
my
y'all
nigga.
saw what he was doing?
What?
You didn't see?
No, I
like,
seen that shit.
Bro, these niggas was doing one-handed pull-ups.
I've never seen anything
That's
like
OD.
this.
Like this, that's
Do you
nasty.
know what
When
a
I
one-
see niggas doing that, I'm like, yo, bro, stop.
But like,
Stop.
why? Like, for
Anybody
what?
listening right now, please send a video to the Need to Know podcast Instagram of you attempting to do a one-handed
That's a good
pull-up.
challenge.
If
You do that?
you succeed,
Shit.
I will. Yo, bleep that, because I'm not gonna do it. I would love to see anybody do a one-handed fucking pull-up.
Now I
Nah,
want
you
to train
do
for
that?
it. Now I'm like, yo, I want to.
That's
try,
the first thing
because
I
I got
thought.
the pull-up bar in the room. I want to try and
You
like.
can't do it right now?
I never tried it. I always do two, bang, bang. I never play. I don't play around my work. I don't be like, ooh, do something cool that I see.
Oh, you were serious.
I tried to do some shit that I've seen. I got hurt, and I was like, holy shit. You know,
Well,
you get
you
hurt when you
I've
work
done that
out
before.
and you hurt yourself.
Yeah.
You be like, like I ain't gonna lie. Most embarrassing shit I ever did. This is years ago. This is before I knew how to work out.
Okay.
I remember, seeing the girls,
a tough
and they would
one.
do the leg. They would do, they doing the legs, and I remember the abductor. Hip abductor,
yeah.
which is not something that I'm not gonna lie.
Men shouldn't do that.
Stay away from that.
Stay away from that.
So I put my legs in
Get
it.
your ass fat.
And you know how you do that? Bro, I remember,
shit get- that
I
shit get
remember
your ass
sitting.
fat.
You trying to get
I
a fatty?
swear to
Wait, but
God.
like, why do men do that?
That
Because
shit
that's
get
like
your
an
ass fat, huh?
ass machine.
Exactly.
Yo, you trying to get,
But you
you
want
trying
to
to
build
get
your
cheeked up?
gluteus
for the
and
summer?
maximus?
This is a long time ago.
Open your shit
You
like
trying
that?
to get double cheeked up?
I wasn't trying to get cheeked
got
up.
your shit
But,
open,
so
huh?
why did you like do it?
Because I seen this girl doing it and she was working. I was like, yo, she killed that. I was like, you know what? Let me go after I do this
were
and
nasty.
finish being, all strong. I'm gonna go over there. So I
nasty.
went, bro. I swear to God, I put it even a little lower than her. I squeezed and I didn't move. I said, oh, and I felt a radiating fucking
bet.
sensation through my legs.
You
and
probably, like, twisted something.
my groins was fucked up. Like my whole groin was fucked up.
Wait, did you go this way
No,
or
I went
that-
in. I said,
But can I ask you, like, out of all the machines in the gym, What made you look at that one and be like, yo,
she inspired me.
That's the one I want to do.
She looks fit.
She inspired me, and she was just like, bang.
Her ass was fat.
Bang. It's not her ass was fat. I just was inspired. Cause you ever see somebody do an exercise? Like, oh, that looks like that works really well. Like, oh, that looks good, bro. I went on that shit, bro. I squeezed and everything cracked.
What summer was this?
I don't know because the after machine, it's like not that hard though.
Regi.
Do you know that women
cheeked up Regi?
But do you know women have do you know that women have more lower body strength than men? I've heard that.
So even me as a beginner, when I do that machine, it's not that like hard though. That's why I'm like, why
see it like this?
She's trying to call you soft.
No.
Word.
Can I tell you?
That's okay. Let's try.
Okay. I think that
that
physically, when it comes to men, think about it. Our bodies are not created for pushing out children. Like our lower bodies are not short form like that. So I feel like there is something that you guys have muscle wise that are just some parts are just stronger than ours. I'll be honest with you. Like,
really?
Yeah, like that movement is not the movement.
But I really
that movement is not for me. Like I did that shit. I was like, whoa. Okay. Or maybe it was too heavy and I walked out.
Or maybe you weren't used to doing.
I wasn't. I never did that shit. I never did that shit again.
But if you worked on it, that's just gonna be mad easy for you.
I just want to know, what summer did you look in the mirror and say, yo, it's time to get cheeked up?
It was the summer of 20.
It's time to grow the dump
Like,
truck.
it's time for me to really work on the glutes.
Probably 22, 2017.
I knew it was 2016.
2016, 2017.
That was like one of the best summers
That was
ever.
the thought summer.
That was like the best
It was
summer.
summer 16.
That was the one.
This summer is gonna have 2016 energy.
Can I tell you
I
though?
wouldn't just say that just to say that.
I'm scared of this summer.
Because I feel like last summer, in my opinion, everyone was like, "Oh my god, it was so lit." But
They
for
forced
me,
it.
it felt
Yeah,
very
it felt
forced.
forced.
to me.
Because it was,
and I love
still
summer, but
couldn't really do shit.
Yeah.
But I feel I've been hearing a lot of people say that, and that's why I've been kind of nervous because everybody's like trying to get their time back. Like I feel like that's the type of time everybody on this summer. Like,
no,
I'm
I
gonna
feel
have
like
fun this summer.
that was last summer. Everyone was just forcing it, but this summer, I feel like everyone's actually gonna have like fun.
Yeah, no,
fun.
I know we're gonna have
not
fun.
just to go out, just to go out.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Like mask
I'm excited.
mandates were kind of still in effect.
But a lot of
Now
stuff is
they're
dropped though.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say now. Yeah,
I want to, bro. I just want to spend time with my family. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm chilling this summer.
Yes.
I'm really gonna have fun this
best
summer.
way,
Like,
yeah.
I really just want to chill with my family. This
Moving
summer.
around gets tough, man.
Yeah, bro. OD. Like, but this summer I'm chilling with my family. Like, there's a few. We gonna like me and my sister talking about. We just gonna have a bucket list and we just gonna do mad shit like straight up. This
That's
summer.
dope.
OD. Like, I'm
Are you
just
gonna
gonna
go
do
to a winery?
Wait, why your sister in the back said no, we not?
That's
What?
She shook her head.
no.
She shook her head.
She said we can go to the goddamn. We going straight to the drinks, nigga.
Fuck, we going to Sephora?
I love that.
Wait,
I love that
what?
Yo, Reggie, you 20? How old are you?
I'm turning 26 next week.
She had to think about it. You
'Cause I
grown as
forgot that my
hell.
birthday's coming up. Wait, what? I don't understand the. What is
I'm
it?
just laughing at the fact that you said winery because that's so
Why?
fucking like that's just grown.
No,
Like
it's
that's
grown.
Yes, it is. They say,
That
"Oh, I
is.
got
I'm thinking
bucket
like
list."
it's like date
Winery.
night
When you was
vibes.
18, you wasn't thinking about the winery.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking
When you
about
was
the
21, you wasn't thinking about
Nobody
the
in
winery.
here's 18 though.
When you was 21, you wasn't thinking about the winery. You got a little man right there.
Yeah, no, we got.
Yeah.
We
No,
got.
wait, isn't that a
We got
cute
the guy
family
in the-
vibe?
Nah, I like the. I've been to a wine.
Winery?
What's that thing?
Wine
Yeah, we had to book
tasting?
months in
Wine tasting.
advance. So I was like, this
yeah,
bougie
yeah.
shit. But
Yeah.
when I went, I was like, oh, I get it. It was
Did
fly.
you? They was give you different flavors in there, right?
Yeah, they give you different flavors. The food
Yeah.
was like very good, and then we went in the. We could walk in the you know, in the fields and
The
shit
field.
like
The
that.
vineyard.
Yeah,
Pick
the
your own-
vineyard.
pick your own grape.
Black
Yeah.
people in the field. Don't
It
say
was
that.
weird.
Don't say that. To
I
me.
feel. I took a
want you
picture.
to-
I
that's all
took
great,
I took
right?
one. No,
You're like, hey,
no.
we was just walking in the
I
field.
took one picture.
I
I
get it. I get it.
I was like, no, okay, I did not do that.
Yo,
I
you
did
know
not
they
do
was
that.
like picking cotton in Alabama. There was a school trip
Wait, what?
where the teachers
Oh, you
took
mean like
kids
recently?
to pick
Yeah,
cotton
recently.
I
in
thought you
Alabama.
meant like.
Before, I'm
in
like,
I
life,
was like,
in,
okay.
in American
Okay,
history.
Savon.
Was it a black school or white?
It was black kids
Damn,
with white
bro.
teachers. They was recreating
That
the
did not
essence.
happen.
That's the
That
thing.
did- you're not- you're
happened.
lying.
Why should be surprising?
why would
You're
I
not
lie?
lying.
Why
You're
would-
lying.
But why
should
would
be
I make that
surprising
up?
me, bro?
Because people are not that fucking.
They
ignorant.
are,
Why-
though.
why-
No, there's some ignorant people.
They
out there.
are.
Not
hope.
that bad,
Bro,
bro.
it was a field trip. They incentivized black kids to pick cotton in the sun. I would not
sun.
lie about that,
Phone
bro.
man
That's
said
a real
it's true.
thing.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Nah. Wait, your
Yeah.
sister had to do it?
The fuck
As
you
a
mean
field
they
trip?
had to do it?
Yo, field trips are getting so whack. You used to be able to like have fun.
What was the?
Now they got them acting
It was like a
slaves.
history lesson.
Oh man.
They didn't have to pick
It
cotton
was like,
though.
To learn the
yo, this is
lesson.
what it was back in the day.
But the
That's
pictures
really
wasn't
the
enough?
premise
Nah, I
of
don't
which,
know,
why
but
they
that would
went.
be crazy if that was. I don't know why they was picking cotton. That's crazy though. Yeah.
They pick cotton for recess. That's some racist shit.
Nah, that's sick.
That was
Yeah,
it.
that's some racist
Speaking of the
shit.
winery, real quick, before we like get into topics, because you mentioned like Boujee. You said Boujee.
Bougie.
So I want to know
Yeah.
about us. I want to learn a little bit about us today on the podcast.
Okay.
What is one thing about you that is super Boujee.
I got a lot. I'm not gonna.
Where you're like, yo, you're gonna judge me for this character trait that I obtain.
Damn.
I don't
Just
know.
think about it.
I know.
Well, you said you got a lot, so you might be at like the top of the
No,
forefront.
I want to hear what you niggas got. I want to hear what you
I gotta
niggas
shit
got.
on the spot.
I'm bougie as hell.
I'm bougie as a motherfucker.
I'm like hood bougie though. Like
Convenience is
Is
my
there hood bougie?
absolutely.
absolutely.
So what's hood bougie?
I think when
Papers over blunts.
That's some bougie shit.
That's hood bougie.
I love it.
That's hood bougie.
I like those gangsters.
No,
That's
but
hood
yeah.
bougie.
Yes.
Oh, I need the Fonto
That's-
leaf.
yeah.
Like real niggas back in the day wasn't doing Fonto leaf.
No,
wasn't doing
right.
the filter.
You're right. Grabba.
So a J,
Yeah.
that's
J.
hood bougie.
That's definitely hood bougie.
I don't see you smoke blunts anymore.
No, I haven't smoked blunts in 3-4 years.
You do white paper?
Only white paper.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
that is
That's
hood
how I
bougie.
used to smoke. I used to smoke white papers, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's the love rolling that. All of my real smoking friends,
Yeah.
white paper. Everybody was
That's like
white
if you don't
papers.
smoke for that much, boy, you tarring up your lungs all them blunts.
See that? And I tell niggas I would be smoking a black. They be like, "Yo, you wildin', bro." I'm like, "What do you think that fucking leaf you got
the fuck
right
you
now?"
think
I'm
that
like,
is?
now you worried about your lungs?
Put me on. What are you smoking?
Reggie been waiting for this topic.
What?
You gonna fuck up your
What
lungs?
topic?
Mind you, Reggie just got on the hookah. Shout out to Reggie. Hookah
Yes, I'm a
Reggie.
hookah mommy.
Dominican
Oh,
Reggie.
you finally like joined us.
I finally understand why people do hookah.
But there's levels to this hookah shit. I ain't gonna lie.
It
When I
is.
met Devon Terrell, I was like, oh shit, I ain't there yet.
Yeah, my
I
bad.
thought I was there. I really
Yeah,
did.
like a
I really
device.
thought I was there.
I
Like,
retired.
But
like-
like Devon Terrell, he's that guy.
I retired.
Yeah,
Yeah, I retired.
You the hookah king.
I retired.
You was the bougie hookah man.
I was.
But I like that shit.
Yeah, I know you did.
Because
I
it was a
know you did.
vibe. I
You
ain't
come to
gonna
my
lie.
house, you had 4 hookahs fired up.
Cause like when people like start the hookah, like you know, you get a lighter. It's like a crack rock.
It is.
First, so you look like a
first couple
crackhead.
hits hit the most.
Yeah, and then the like,
No, but the experts, remember my friend that I brought to the housewarming, he had like a mini stove.
Yes.
To like do the
Yeah.
call.
He
had
was
like
the
he had a
next level.
briefcase.
He was
had
the-
bro,
I
you're
liked
on
him.
that level.
I did.
You
I had
use a
that stuff.
machine to spark
like,
the
yeah.
hookah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he has like a vacuum. It's a portable vacuum that he uses to just get all
To
like
get
the
that first-
suction.
That
and-
first hit.
Yeah, you be
So
killing.
you don't
shit.
have to fucking tick because when you suck it in the coal and it fucks
Yeah,
you up. So
it's a
yeah,
lot.
the vacuum would suck it out. So when I go to a hookah spot and they don't got that, I'd be like, not real.
Nah,
Yeah.
can't do it.
Well,
Really?
thank you.
Don't like the hookah girls that bring it up. Don't they have to do it?
When I see them doing that, I'm like, wow,
You don't
your
have
job
to.
hates you.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's $25
I
vacuum.
haven't seen it until I went to like your house.
They got them. So I see some people. When I see a nigga pull that out, when I go to Miami, everybody bang. I'm like,
Oh,
yeah, they the real hookah. All right, fuck that. And give me some extra coals, you bum
We gotta
ass
get
nigga.
back to this.
What's bougie about you?
I gotta answer first. It's
Besides
a
your
lot,
feet.
bro.
Besides your feet.
Yo, because I don't. It's like
No, you go first because I
Yeah.
can't. I'm having trouble thinking of
Thinking?
stuff, but you're gonna like inspire me.
I'm weird, bro. Like I'm bougie. Like instead of like, like I don't know. I'll buy something again instead of like rewashing it or something.
Oh, that's
Oh, you got
There's
money,
certain-
nigga.
that's
You
not
ain't
good for the
bougie.
environment.
Okay.
So wait,
You'll
you
buy
wear
something?
white tee like twice and then buy a whole nother pack.
That's bougie
There's
shit.
certain things that
I like
That's
that.
wasteful.
That's
No,
fly
I'm
though.
Is that wasteful?
That's fly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
very
disgusting.
Nah,
You're a
that's
piece of
fly.
shit. You're a
I
piece
just
of
feel like I
shit.
can't get up in that again. Like,
I'm still wearing t-shirts from high school.
That's a
Oh,
fact.
yo,
I
yeah.
graduated like
Listen.
10 years ago, my
I'll
nigga.
still
Nah,
wear
still
a
got a
t-shirt
few
from
Those
like
are my
second
bedroom
grade.
tees though. Like those shirts
Yeah.
turned into like sleep shirts. You know what I'm saying?
You can't have a sleep shirt become your outside shirt. Like you can't interchange.
I
it.
can't.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Once I sleep in a shirt, it's like you're
Now you're a
retired.
home
You're
shirt.
just
Stay
a
the
home
fuck
shirt.
home.
Yeah, like there's pants I have. This home's like these are my home pants. Yeah, that's it.
I like that.
You know what I'll do? Number one thing that makes me bougie, and this is ignorant as fuck, and it's just because we're talking about it. I'll eat a ticket. Meaning,
what you mean?
I'll park in a spot
Now
and be
we
like,
getting somewhere.
fuck it.
Me too.
Yeah,
Oh, I was like,
I like that. I
like,
like
is
that.
I pay
Nah,
for
I like that.
convenience.
Yeah,
You understand
yes.
me? I'll take the L.
So you
I hear
park in
it.
front of like fire hydrants and shit.
Not a fire hydrant. My rule is no fire hydrants and no standings because they'll
Okay.
tow you for that.
Yeah.
But if it's a street
Like a
sweep,
parking ticket?
Yeah, I'll take a ticket. I'll eat a ticket.
and
I ain't
Long
mad at that.
Island, I
Take the
learned that
55.
they're very heavy on like they're on people's ass with like parking tickets. and
Yeah,
shit like that.
yeah, they'll give you one.
I'm not mad at
but
that.
the
I
price
like
is
that.
crazy in New York. But I'll eat a ticket.
Yeah, now they drag it.
I think for me, you got one?
I guess for convenience wise, like since I'm from Jersey and you can never get an Uber from the city to Jersey at less than $30, no matter how close it is because of the bridge toll. But I'll just take that shit anyway. I'll take like
She was gonna
She
say I
sounds
have a
so
way
sad.
around it.
No,
She sounds
I'll-
so sad.
No, because I'm used to like everybody just taking the train home, but I'll take like a $90 Uber home. I don't
Gang
care.
shit.
I'm not mad
But
at
that's
that.
after
I'm not mad
a
at
certain
that.
age. Like before, of course, I was taking like the little poppy buses at like 2 a.m. But
The
not
little
anymore.
poppy buses. What's a poppy bus?
It's the tiny bus, like the dollar vans. No, not dollar buses.
Oh wow.
Over
okay.
the bridge and shit like that.
Is
Like
it
Jersey
like-
people know what I'm talking about.
I know
Is
what you're
it
talking
is
about.
it
Yeah,
is
yeah.
it like
Remember
a
we spoke
like a
about this.
regular? Are they Jamaicans?
Yeah,
Or
it's a
something?
Caribbean
Yeah.
man with a
Yo, these
1990.
niggas got that on
Yeah,
lock, bro.
listen, look, it's a Jamaican man with a 1999 Dodge, van.
What would we
with
do?
5 rows, but none of the rows is really still in
unsafe.
place.
What would New York be without Jamaicans?
Nothing.
Nothing.
The
We'd be
Caribbean people in
fucking
general.
Caribbean people in general. Y'all
That's
are
why it's like the
nuts.
melting pot, bro.
Literally.
Because you could go get in a car with a Jamaican, get out, eat Spanish food, then get home. Like it's
Then
just
get
it's-
robbed by
Yeah.
one of you know.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't
Yeah,
gonna
I mean,
pick. We ain't gonna tell you. We ain't gonna tell you who
I ain't
robbed.
gonna say. I ain't gonna tell you who robbed it.
I ain't gonna tell you who robbed it.
Nigga.
But you know who
Does
it
the West
is.
Coast does the West Coast have good like a strong
Jamaican?
Caribbean like
No.
presence?
More
I don't think
In
so.
my
yeah.
experience,
I think more Hispanic.
no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's very hard
It's
to find
more like
a good Jamaican
Mexican,
spot
yeah.
in LA.
No, that's why I brought it because my friend was looking for like a Jamaican spot, and then I was like, "Oh, you could find one in 2 seconds here, but over there, I'm guessing it's like."
Nah,
It's
it's
probably-
They
tough.
have terrible Jamaican food
Yeah,
in LA.
They're heavy
Yeah.
Mexican culture.
Terrible.
Heavy
Oh, yeah.
Mexican.
Yeah.
Hispanic,
yeah.
that's more than
And
you.
one-
Asian and Mexican culture
Very
is big
much
over
so.
there.
Yep.
And one more
Good
like
tie.
bougie thing, not like in terms of like I know we're talking about bougie in terms of like money and stuff like that. I think just another bougie thing in the way that just like I am, not more so money, but the way that I like move. Nobody knows where I live. Like no one can come over to my house. No, I don't know.
Does
if
your
that's, like,
boyfriend?
He knows where I live because he's like dropped me off.
he's
He
not
hasn't
allowed.
come over before.
Yeah.
But I don't just like my best friends have never come over my house. I don't know why. I don't know what that stems from though. Like
What does that stem from?
I don't know. I don't know
I
if it's
feel so
private-
offended if you was like my
privacy.
homie. Like Alex is super private, but
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Y'all have to dispel
You are
this.
pretty private.
How am
it's
I
okay.
private?
Not gonna lie.
You act like I
I think-
dissed you,
If
bro.
y'all ask
What
me
the
a question,
fuck?
no, because y'all gotta stop that shit. I'm mad open.
I said
I'm
private.
mad
No,
open.
I think that's a
Y'all think
compliment.
I'm not open?
I said private, bro.
I think you're
didn't-
private.
Yo, you want
What's
to call this
private?
nigga pussy?
I like
like
being
yo, Alex
private.
is mad pussy. No, I
No,
just said
because
private.
it's not just you, Savon. Shut up. I'm just talking about you're not the first person
You
to
are.
say that. I'm just like,
You just
I
have
ain't
a,
giving it up.
You seem like you just seem private. You give the.
I feel like I
Oh
seem
no, okay.
private, but I'm
You're
really
only
not.
open if we're asking you
fuck
about
with you
it. No,
and if you ask
yes,
me.
and we're talking about it, but you're
Okay.
never up in the chat just like venting out your life and shit.
You are pretty
Like, I would-
private.
Yeah, he's a private. I don't think. Yeah.
I think
Do
you're
mad
private.
people come over your house?
No.
Exactly.
No one comes over my house. That's why I said
Nobody
it's
knows what the inside of my
Zero.
room looks. I don't think anybody has been in my room besides like my family.
Holy shit.
Really?
No
Really?
one. That's why like when
We
I
gotta
asked
do like
if-
a deep dive on that.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where it stems from. I just don't like it. I
No one's
think
allowed-
it's
I
like
don't
my
like it.
space. I don't like it.
Interesting,
I
'cause
don't
I just
like
heard
it.
Vince Staples say this.
Imagining people in my like room and like sitting on my bed. It like it's weird to me. Even in college too. No friends came in my room.
You gotta be kidding. For real?
Yeah, nobody came.
Came
in
to
my
your dorm room?
I would be offended.
Not my dorm. We had an apartment. They
Oh.
would come over to pregame and stuff, but no one went in my room. That's my space. Like, I locked my door.
Yo, I would be mad
Got
offended,
some-
bro.
I'm telling
If
y'all,
you- that's how
Reggie
she
is
recharged.
another person.
No, I
She
think
got
that's
a
how
double
she
charge.
recharged.
I
Yeah.
think that's like my introvertedness.
Yeah,
Like, it's just my
yeah.
space. Like
Nah,
I just,
we not gonna put that on introverts.
We have to.
Nah, yeah,
No,
facts.
no,
niggas.
that's
We
what
have to.
introvert. That's what introvertness is. Liking to be by yourself. It's not about shyness. It's not about alcohol. It's like wanting your own space. That's what introvertedness means.
I like that.
I
Is
feel
that
like-
weird?
I
Like,
don't
is
think it's
that
weird.
weird?
I think energy is a real thing, right?
Having mad
Yeah.
people in my room.
Yeah. And
like,
then sometimes like there's just certain things you want for refuge, for personal refuge. You feel what
Like
I'm
a
saying?
sanctuary.
But
yeah.
but if-
so when you go back to like
It's
outside
the same
world,
thing.
if we've been friends for 15 years and I
Yeah.
don't know where you live, I'm gonna think like.
okay, maybe not. Okay, you
That's
know
a
my,
little
you know my
what I'm
address.
saying?
Yeah.
You could be introverted,
address.
but
Yeah.
for
You
me
know
to
my- okay.
never even like know where you lay your
Okay,
head.
you
Right.
know my address, but you never been in my house.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
I can understand that because
Okay.
it's also a dynamic of like, hey, there's a sense of my family here too. So I can understand like
maybe
not
that's
having,
it
allowing
too.
people into your home.
Right.
But I think that would be like, I would dead ass feel away if I never knew. Like, yo, damn, we've been friends for mad long and I don't know where you live.
I don't
That's
know where you
fact.
stay.
Pierre
Well,
asked, so when you have parties and stuff, if you had a party at your house, would you lock your door, obviously?
In college, we had like pre-games at our apartment and stuff like that. I would literally like lock my door. I don't like people going like wandering in my room.
I get that, though.
Like, why
get
would
it.
I? Why was it like? I
But
didn't
you
know
think
this was
somebody
weird.
would just walk in your room? Do you?
Yeah.
Are
You know,
are
especially when I'm drunk.
Like, are you locking people out
It's
or
college.
just protecting things that are inside?
protecting like my belongings, all of that, like my bed. I don't want random people laying on my bed. Like that's
Yeah,
gross.
I don't like people.
That's
Well,
understood.
I'm very
That's
big on people
understood.
sitting on my bed. Like, no one's allowed to
So that's
sit on.
only
I
in
don't sit on my
college.
bed
In college,
unless I
would do
have
that.
certain clothes on.
In college, I would do that. So that's how I would navigate that. Like I would literally lock my room, and then now my house, I just like don't have parties, like in my house.
But you know
said,
what
"Fuck
though? Like securing your solitude is important.
So my solitude is the most important
Yeah,
thing in the
yeah.
world to me, like
Yeah.
above anything.
not mad
You know,
Because there are just some places where you don't have any moments to yourself.
That's true.
Yeah.
I get that. there are some people that are people that have their own bathrooms in their room.
Right.
There's a culture that people do not like when other people use their bathroom in their room.
Yeah.
And they get really offended. Like I had a friend, I went to his house and he had a bathroom in his room, and I went in his bathroom and he lost his shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
You took a shit in there?
My parents are like that.
I went back and took a shit when he got mad.
Yeah, you gotta bless their bathroom.
Fuck you.
You gotta bless somebody else.
I was like,
this
bro,
is why Reggie don't let y'all in.
I was like, I'm like, bro, guess what?
Exactly.
And this is why
Piss
Reggie
and
don't let
shit
y'all in.
goes into this
The
hole.
nerve of y'all to intrude her personal space with y'all shit.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
you.
we gotta
Come
do
on,
that.
it's
Intrusive.
very invasive.
Now, you know what's funny
I will
though? Because
shit in your
I don't know if y'all
bathroom.
caught this, but Vince Staples just said this last week on that Complex interview.
What he said?
Yes.
He said, yo, none of my homies have my address.
It was a viral clip, and I was like, yes, like please.
And I
he
felt that nigga.
understands.
None of my homies
Yes.
have my address.
None. He said, yo,
It was with Speedy.
there was a speed. He was like, yo, so who comes over? Who knows your address? My mom, my sister.
No, and Vince answered it. He was like, "Are you crazy? Like, of course no one knows where I live."
He's like, are you
I was like, "I feel you."
Well, is he like
He's
that because
also
because he has
he's out here.
Yeah, he's
No,
living in all
yeah,
that
that's
country.
what you know.
He had like one friend that knew his address. And he was like, "Yeah, no, people don't come over for the
But
holidays."
also,
like,
if we preface it, I watched this too. He said when he was living in his neighborhood, everybody was at the spot.
Oh,
So
okay.
it wasn't
I didn't see that.
everybody was at the spot. He was like, oh, I had a
Okay, I get it.
revolving
But
door.
he had no choice.
That's a little bit
But
different.
he had no
I
choice
get it.
because when you grow into a community and you're sanctioned into a neighborhood,
Of course.
naturally people gonna know where you stay. Yo, your mama stay over there. Once you get some money in anonymity,
You like, I am going to.
it's in
I'm
my hands
impressed with how
now.
you
I
said
get that.
anonymity. With,
A
like,
lot of people
no-
cannot say it.
He just said it
Anonymity.
mad smooth. I was
It's
like,
me.
"Oh shit."
Anonymity.
It's me.
But I know,
I ain't
like
gonna
for
say it
example,
again,
we
though.
asked like a couple weeks ago. Your house is like the house now. Like
Yeah.
family members just rolled through.
I like that.
We've never had that.
I like that.
Oh,
I
no,
need
no,
that.
that's admirable.
No,
Like,
for
I
me,
wish,
I
I
need that
wish.
for family. I like my house to be an open door. Like I like it. Like I like it. Don't pop
never
up
had
on me
that.
though. Call me though. But still, because we black people, as soon as the
Yeah,
door
just
opens,
don't
we
pop
like
up on me.
everybody look around
I
like.
started
nah,
looking
I feel
around
you.
confused.
Yeah.
Like, who is?
But like,
You're
what
not
if
coming
you're
in my
like
crib.
doing
Yeah, I order
something?
If
food.
you pop up unannounced,
You're not
I'm
coming
sending you
inside.
back to your address.
I'll
No,
look
I'm
at you
not
from
answering.
outside.
Don't
And
come
then
to
I'm
my
gonna take my I'm gonna take my phone, put it on silent, and be like,
Yep.
I'm gonna talk to you through the Ringer app.
No, yep.
Like, get the fuck out of here.
"Fuck is good, boy." Like I just did before we here.
Yeah.
I said, "Can I help you, sir?" And he said, "I'm looking for yada yada." He don't live here.
Hey, I'm gonna watch you from my window. Walk back to your car.
That's a fact. And I got sirens on all these ring. I'll ring that siren on your ass, nigga.
Be scared.
Fuck is you talking about?
Get
We've
out
done
here.
that plenty of
Yeah.
times in this studio. My nigga,
What?
if I tell you how many dicks we've seen in this studio.
Wait, what?
What's
Bro.
going on here? What is going on here?
Penises?
Ooh, that woke the room up. Ooh,
What's going on here?
Homophobic
What's up?
men.
What's
No,
going on?
you shouldn't have dicks in
I'm secure
studio.
in
It's not
my
about
shit.
being homophobic.
Nah, they can
if I
have
walk
dick
into
in
the
if they
studio, I
want. I'm
record every
secure
day. I don't want to
myself.
see no dick.
That's
nigga.
true. I
What
get
are you
it.
talking about?
I get it. There's
Thank
dicks
you.
everywhere.
Okay.
So long story short, fucking, you know how we got cameras, right? We got cameras
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
So we get alerts
do.
and stuff like that. So we get at sometime at night, really like 2 a.m, we get alerts downstairs that people go in that little hole. You know that little thing that's downstairs.
Yeah,
so
downstairs.
one time we had these two crackheads. I'm gonna be honest, and we have like this little pad, like this sound pad. And we were looking at them. We all watching the video. We all texting each other in the chat like, yo, you see them? He's like, yeah. We say, what the fuck are they about to do? So he lays the fucking pad down. And I'm like, he's about to fuck her. And it's the two crackheads. And it's just, and she like, bro, was the nastiest shit we've ever seen.
They
and
were
I
both
stopped
crackheads?
it. They were, yeah, bro. They
Wait,
did
what?
drugs.
They brought a pad.
No, there was a pad. They tried to use our pad. So they took it off the wall, put it on the thing. And I was like, he's going to fuck her on this pad.
And
I was like, in my head, I was like, should I stop this child from being created?
Yes, that's a crack, baby.
Or do I let
We
this
don't
nigga
need-
get his nut off?
don't
And I
need
said, you know what?
I'm
We
stopping
don't need
that.
this
Yeah.
We
kid.
don't need this kid.
And I rang that siren. And they were so, he's like,
he was mad as
he
hell.
was tight and he packed, and they moved slow. He was
Yo.
like, motherfuckers,
they
fuck
be-
y'all niggas.
You gave a nigga blue balls?
Dead. I got the video. I'm
gave
gonna
a
show you how.
crackhead blue balls,
That's
bro. That's
crazy.
Fucking crazy, bro.
That's did he pull out like a yonder?
Fuck
Hell
no.
no.
He put out no
Condom?
condom.
Alright,
Nigga
so
pulled his
yeah.
pants down and was
Yeah,
like,
you had to-
come on.
If he pulled out a condom, you
Open-
would have had to like look at that situation different. You had
I'm
to
not
let
letting you
that
fuck
rock.
down there. That shit would have scarred me. Like to see
Yeah,
them
to
fuck.
have that footage.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's fire.
But we got a lot of footage of people sitting here.
Look
That's
at the
not
bro.
cool.
Look at the promo you could put.
No, that's nasty.
Look at the promo
That's
for the
not
studio.
Cool. That's not cool.
Crackheads have sex downstairs.
That's fire.
That doesn't happen. That was
Bro,
a one-off.
You are a man.
If you
want to
come here, it's safe.
Nah, you're a man of the community. Fuck out of here.
That's how mindful we know what's going on around here. Is what we're trying to tell you.
Damn, bro.
Wait, you
that's
never
mad
said
bougie.
You never said you were bougie. Oh, funny.
That's
you said
mad
it. You never said
bougie.
you was bougie, bro.
So for me, I mean, there's like y'all. There's a lot of things
a
that make me
lot.
bougie.
I know you bougie.
Oh, yeah, Savon's cool,
Your balcony flicks. You a bougie nigga.
Word. That he be looking mad bougie. Bro.
I think the two things that stick out to me, like the first time I had went out. Damn, it's like 3 things. All right, I'm gonna go a quick list.
Okay.
What is it? Rapid fire. Let's do rapid fire.
Okay.
First thing, Through the airport, I have TSA pre-check and clear.
That's bougie.
I'm moving straight.
That's bougie.
Is that
I'm not
That's
waiting
bougie.
on no line.
Is that bougie?
I'm
That's
walking
bougie.
through.
Leaving you shut your
I'm
mouth.
not
That's
taking my
2022.
shoes off. I'm not taking my
fucking
shoes
bougie.
off.
I think it's bougie, but I think a lot of people have it. Like it's not
That's
like
what
it's
I'm
not like
saying.
weird.
Alright,
Like,
cool.
it's
It's bougie though.
All right, I'll
bougie,
take that.
though?
That's
It's
one.
bougie.
Because y'all want to wait in lines?
Nah,
Alright,
okay.
man.
Nah,
No, I think
I agree with
Alright,
him.
man.
I
That's what
pay
I'm
extra
saying.
at an airport.
Come on.
That's what I'm saying. Like I
pay
like to just get straight through.
I'll be like, do you have first class seats available today?
Oh, wait.
You know?
See, I'm not
which
there
one?
first class.
Yeah, he's trying to.
It's bougie, but it's worth it. It's worth it.
Okay, it's bougie, but it's worth it. All right,
Yeah.
I can see that.
Oh my god.
So I got all that. I got all that.
Let
The
him
second thing is if I go out, like if we go to like a club or something like that, I need like a VIP kind of like I need a standing.
Honestly, bro,
I need my
all
own
normal.
space, and
I'm with you.
there. Like
I think we're
that's
at
cool.
that age now where like you need that. Like
I need a table.
yeah.
But everybody's not. No, everybody's not like that.
I
Everybody's not
need a
like that.
table. If you tell me tables are available, I am buying a
Yes.
fucking.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm buying a
you
fucking
need a
table.
place
that's
to
the thing
like
for me.
sit, put your
Yeah,
coat.
Yeah,
Yup, where I can just have my own space and my
Yeah.
people, and that's it, and
Especially
watch.
some
I like the
women's
people
around.
watch.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And then the third thing would be if I take a Lyft or Uber, it has to be like the big body shit.
Okay.
Okay,
that's
that's
can't get in the
all right,
cab.
Come
now
on,
that's-
it's just you.
Ding,
Then,
ding,
like,
ding,
why?
ding,
There we
There
go.
we go.
That's
I
we go.
can't get in the cab.
Now you're
There
just
we
Like when I
go.
pulled up to Reggie's event,
There we go.
your man's birthday. When I pulled up, Alex, what I pull up in?
Big body
You
Escalade.
order,
Yeah, man.
you
Why?
order an
No,
XL.
no, no. It was
Yeah,
a
man.
Mercedes-Benz
Wait,
Sprinter.
you
Yeah,
order
man.
an XL on
What?
the app?
Yeah.
Mercedes-
That is
I can't.
nasty.
Yeah. That's the bougie thing about me.
Mercedes-Benz Sprinter truck.
Yeah.
No, wait. Okay, so
Yo, human beings are
one
I
second. So-
only use the XL.
Okay, wait, but there's an XL.
The black.
Okay,
A
no, there's
Sprinter
an
truck by
XL
yourself
that's
is
just for
nuts.
size, and then there's one that's like luxury
Black.
cars.
It's the black. It's
So are
like
you talking about
luxury.
the big one or the luxury one?
If I'm anywhere I go, I'm in a big vehicle.
He want XL.
Okay.
Why?
XL for everywhere I travel.
That is
if I'm
cunty.
linking,
like,
if I'm
why?
out in the if I'm being with y'all,
'Cause you never
I'm
know.
definitely using the black
Because
option.
you never know.
No,
What's
he's
some-
not. He's not doing it for like
for convenience of other people.
I
for
don't like
other
being-
people. It's not about other
That's
people. It's about
cunty.
Savon.
And I always see the option like, who the fuck is clicking this?
Me.
Nah.
It's you.
Yeah.
It's niggas
No, I
like
get
you.
an XL when there's like mad people
Of
coming
course,
with
or
me.
airport. Like I get an XL, but to click the black one on a regular day, like I'm gonna just do black.
bougie as hell.
That's
All right, let's
crazy.
go end up
No,
some-
I get it if it's a luxury one. Like you want to feel luxurious. He's not talking about that. He's talking about getting an XL just for him.
Yeah, I got
Yes.
like on my way here, I got like
With
the
you.
big minivan. They
He's
got
crazy.
the sliding doors. It's like a little extra charge, but I need.
We know
like,
there's
it's
extra
leg,
charge.
bro. It's leg room in
That
that
shit don't be no
bitch.
little extra. That should be a lot sometimes.
Nah, I got the
Oh.
subscription. So I don't know if y'all know. If you have Lyft,
Yeah.
and I'm about to put everybody on right now. If you want to travel a little bit, get your miles up, bro. Miles is very important. I just
Okay.
paid $36 for a flight to Mexico because of my mile. Like miles are very important. So Lyft has this option
fire.
where they have a partnership with Delta. So if you connect
sense.
your Delta app in your Lyft, every time you drive or get a ride in Lyft,
Get out of
it'll count towards air miles on Delta. Please, I just saved your life. I used the fucking Lyft app so much, I accumulated miles.
Right.
And so obviously when we was traveling for touring shit, I was flying a lot, but I still didn't have enough miles before the pandemic. Since the pandemic started till now, I accumulated so many miles. I'm going to fucking Mexico for free.
As you should.
Wow.
Yeah, $36.
So y'all call me bougie all you want.
Nah, but
Nah, I mean,
That's
I'm gonna
pretty
make my
smart.
bougie work for me.
What's your Uber status?
What you mean?
What's your? Because I'm a platinum.
I'm
I'm
platinum
Lyft. I'm
Okay,
Lyft.
okay.
I'm Lyft gang.
I'm a
don't
Lyft,
use
I'm a
Uber.
Lyft nigga.
I'm a
Yeah, I don't
I'm a
use it.
Lyfter.
I go to Uber when Lyft is fucking up.
I do the opposite because Lyft fucks up so much
No, they
for
don't.
me. For me, it
you?
fucked up a lot.
Maybe
for
in
me.
Jersey.
Maybe.
Yo,
I mean,
not you shitting on
That's true.
Jersey.
No,
Nah, it could be in
It wasn't
Jersey.
even a shit.
Oh, it's not?
It wasn't a shit. You
That
thought it
wasn't
was
a
bad.
shit.
Not you shitting on Jersey.
Not you shitting on Jersey.
Oh, I got one more.
Word.
Pierre reminded me. So before
What?
I moved out of my apartment, and I'm very blessed. So let me start with
Of course.
that because I
That's
don't want
first.
anybody to
Okay.
think that I'm taking my blessings for granted.
Okay.
I understand a lot of people
Bless
do
first.
not have this luxury
Okay.
of having a laundry area in their home, right?
Oh my god.
Right.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
I live with a lot of people at the time.
Right.
And so instead of me using the laundry area, I would drop my clothes off at the laundromat and I'll bring it right back.
I don't look.
Wait, why is that bougie?
I don't even think that's bougie.
Bro,
Even-
I was
no,
paying-
no,
We must be
Niggas
bougie.
think you. Niggas
Yo,
think
my
you.
whole family
think
swore
you-
I was bougie. I'm like, nigga, I'm not fighting
Yo,
to wash my
alright,
fucking
alright.
underwear.
Let me get-
my
alright.
ass stinks.
All right.
And you hogging the shit.
Let me-
And now everybody got laundry day. It's 8 people in the crib, 7 days in a week. What the fuck I look like fighting with y'all niggas for laundry?
Nah.
I'm going to go off the
Feel you,
block.
bro.
Hey,
Nah.
What you mean, bro? Like, I'm
laundry
not doing
takes
that.
your whole day.
He was like, my ass.
I'll turn it up a little bit.
I can't just leave my dirty laundry around. So that's another thing.
And
I
they
used to
fold
get
it,
called
and they fold it
bougie.
for you.
Yeah,
Get the
and
fuck
they
out
fold
of
it,
it.
and
I
bring
used
it
to
back.
drop my laundry off for 4 years straight.
Me too.
I didn't give a fuck. Everybody used to be
All
like, yo, bro, you paying extra? I said, yes, I am.
ready?
Yes.
Because
You
I
ready?
value the time in my life. I'm not sitting in this hot-ass laundromat
I was
and
broke
waiting
as
for
hell.
my fucking clothes.
I was broke as fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
I was
Right.
spending my last dime on somebody else to wash my drawers.
That's right.
Oh, I just don't like the thought of somebody else having like my dirty
Well,
clothes.
I don't
on.
mind.
Let me tell you, Reggie.
Get a
I'm gonna
whiff.
take it up a notch a little
Get
bit.
a whiff of this, nigga.
Sniff my drawers if you want to.
Nah, look,
Fuck it.
I'm gonna take it up a
Wait,
notch.
You gonna be real mad.
Smell my shit, boy.
Go ahead.
Give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Stop.
Get a
I'm
whiff.
serious.
Get a whiff.
No.
Pete,
I
bro.
can't do it.
Put your face in it, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
I be taking like boxer briefs to the dry cleaners.
All right.
Oh, that's crazy.
all right. No, you don't.
What kind of drawers you
No,
wear?
you don't.
It's a lot of pieces that I dry clean. Y'all will be surprised.
What kind of
at
drawers
some
you
of this
wear, though?
shit
You wear
I
the Prada
dry-
drawers?
I just feel like the dry cleaners be doing a little something different.
They
Yes.
do,
no,
but
they
Jesus,
do. But I thought
my
it was for
drawers,
special things.
Yeah.
where you put your
A tee. I've done white
ass and
tees.
dick. So
I've done white tees.
So how does it come back to you?
It
Is
come
it in a
back like
hanger?
I just bought out the pack.
It's on a hanger.
Yeah.
How much does that cost?
I don't be
Roughly?
checking because I don't want to cry. But
to just
Wait,
do
for
your
that
underwear.
amount, you could just buy a new pack.
I know this. That's what the
But
other
you just
bougie one I
keep
told you.
dry cleaning your underwear.
That is a different kind of nigga.
That's like, but that's not even like
White
efficient.
tees.
Like,
It's not even efficient.
like,
I'm sorry.
What kind of and it's
completely-
inconvenient because you got to drive to the dry cleaner.
yeah, it's not efficient. Like,
I saw the completely redacted laundry. I just go to dry cleaners.
That is some
Really?
fucking weird
For
shit.
your whole like your whole wardrobe gets dry. Like
You think
even
it's a dry cleaner?
your workout, like your hats,
a
like
dry cleaner is just like extra care, right?
There's a
They be
special
wildin',
chemical.
they be
They use a
wildin'.
special chemical. If they have a dry
You feel
washing,
me?
but they have a special chemical that they use to clean your stuff.
And they be clean for mad long.
no, they don't.
I'm lying. I'm trying to make myself feel
no,
better.
they don't.
Yeah, because once
You
my
wear
dick
it
and my
one
ass in
time.
it for a day, it is done.
That's it.
Let me tell you.
This nigga just tried to sell us on super clean.
I'll never
Like,
do that. I'm not gonna
All right,
lie.
here's my other bougie one. We can end on this, right?
Okay.
All right. I don't touch anything in the train. Like I'll just balance in
Nigga,
the middle
I
of the
don't
train
take
like this,
the
like a
train.
surfer.
I try not to take-
I will surf. I will surf on a train cart.
I can't even picture you in the train though, because
Exactly.
you drive everywhere.
I
I
drive
can't
somewhere.
remember. I do the 2-finger method.
Oh no.
I go like this.
You can't even see
Finger
me for that.
method.
I go like this. I touch it
Now we
like this.
surfing. I'm just.
I just go like that.
You just surf.
Since we're on this topic, today I almost died. I held my breath in so hard. I went to the gym. This nigga took a shit. I felt like I was sniffing doo-doo particles. I almost
Wait, how-
passed
wait, I
out
missed- wait,
unlocking.
what?
I was at my locker. Like, bro, I swear to
Wait,
God.
how did we get here?
Nah, because y'all
don't
talking
know.
about bougie. I don't even breathe certain air. Like the air be so
Yo,
the
we are,
nigga
all of,
do
us,
so
all of us in
bad.
this room are so privileged to breathe the same air as Savon Slater.
That's
right
a
now.
Don't do
fact.
that. Don't do that.
that's-
Don't do
that's
that to
true.
me. Don't
That's
even do that to me.
I can't talk like that
privilege.
because I'm still like a commuter ass girl. I'm just so used to it, so I'm still a train girl.
Y'all park around people?
I like trains.
Y'all park around people?
What you mean?
I don't park around nobody. I go park in the next parking lot.
You park in the
But
parking
that's
lot over
just
here?
so
That-
inconvenient.
Wait. You park in the parking lot over here?
Bro, hell no. If the spots, if everybody's too close to each other, I'm gonna check to do the furthest option.
But that's all.
Wow, though.
But that's
Damn,
all
I'm
over
not
New York,
we-
though.
we all know
That's
you
all
are.
Because then
over
if
New
something
York.
happened to my car, I gotta blame y'all. If I park that shit, 100 feet away,
But that's not
When-
true,
No,
bro.
but
I
that's
used to
all
save
over
you
New
parking
York.
spots.
I know, but now.
We used to like,
It's like
yo,
my new
me
bougie.
and
I
him
park
used
in
to
a
call
spot.
each other, yo, got a parking spot for
They
you, bro.
pop in.
And then we-
old car.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not bougie with parking spots. Up until
bougie.
recently,
That's what I'm
when
saying.
my car got fucked up.
What, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
And
my
you have
God.
a car.
I told you what happened?
Nah.
Fucking, so you know how you park underneath the train stations, like
Yeah.
over there,
Yeah.
bro. So I thought it was bird shit. So I was staying overnight. So I was like, damn, that bird went crazy. So I came back that morning and I was like, so I got some water. And you know, bird shit, you just get it out, bro. I was wiping and scrubbing
Nathan.
and it wasn't coming off.
You was like, huh?
And I was like, what the fuck is this? And I realized some dude pull up. You know, New Yorkers, that's Russ, man. Damn, got your ass.
This nigga sound like Dave Chappelle.
Damn. You don't get the fuck on. Oh yeah, Relievers was there, and Relievers was like, "Damn, Dad, that's crazy."
That's
but
not
yo,
a TV
you
show,
gonna
like,
drop
the
me off
comedic
back in
timing
what
of
you call it,
that,
bro?
like-
He was trying to
ain't
wash
even
the
have
house
to
full
wait.
of
It was
water.
it was rust. So the rust from the train wound up falling on the car and embedding itself in
You
the
have,
car.
like,
I'm
the
sorry.
color
That
car you
sucks.
have,
Right.
yeah.
That
And it's
sucks.
all white, and it's white, a fucking
see
white car.
that?
So I went to, luckily, shout out to this nigga,
Detail?
Williamsburg Auto Detail. You deserve it. Shout out to
Shout
Charlie.
out to Williamsburg.
Williamsburg Auto Detail.
Auto-
I took
yeah.
it to him, and you know how I knew I was in a good spot? I took it to him. He was like, oh God.
Oh God. He felt bad about it.
He gave me a hug. He's like, listen, we gonna do what we gotta do.
For this,
I promise we gonna try our best. I said, Charlie, if you get this shit out, my nigga.
I said, Charlie.
I said, Charlie, if you get this shit out,
best friend.
yo, I swear to God, you are the
Charlie.
man.
His name will be Charlie.
Charlie got it out. It's a Russian
that's
dude.
fine.
Shout out to Charlie.
He
took like an hour and he got it out.
I gotta take my shit there. I did some dumbass shit. I ain't gonna hold you.
What
So
you did?
It was some snow sometime. Like it snowed real bad.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. I was real impatient that day. I was like, yo, I can't wait for this shit to mail. I'm not trying to drive it off.
Right.
So I looked at the nearest thing in my yard that day.
Oh.
And I picked up the shovel.
Oh,
and so
my
I'm just like
God.
getting all the snow off. Bro, when I looked at my car, mind you, I got a black car, brand new black car. Shit was cool.
Okay.
Bro, this shit was scraped. It looked like a toddler took a crayon and just whipped my whole.
Kinda like the
Why would you
Island.
take a shovel to your car?
I'm not gonna lie.
now-
After this conversation, we are way too privileged.
Yeah.
You took a
he's right.
shovel to
That's
your
some
fucking
privileged shit
car?
we just
Nah,
discussed.
because
Wait, how was that privilege?
That's map. The fact that you would pick up a tool to take off snow out your car is cool.
That's not privilege. That's like
I
stupid.
thought I was killing it. I was scraping this shit like, yeah. I got the ice off because at the bottom of the snow it'd be mad hard. So I'm fucking it up like, boom. And I'm like, oh, that's my car. Like,
For him to not even think about his car,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
that
I
he's
just
doing that
bought
to
at
his
that time.
car.
Oh, okay.
yeah, it was like a year old at that time
Yeah, that's
too.
like suburban shit.
And you got your father in your life. I don't know. Understand.
I was just about to say, I
Nah,
don't know.
he
I don't
mad
know.
rich.
My
I don't
dad
know
was
that.
locked up all the years I needed him
Oh,
for
there
like
you go.
automobile shit.
Son,
like there's a
that's how-
certain period in a man's life where you got to teach him about a car. If you miss that window, it's clipped. My dad was locked up those years.
Got
I
you.
don't know
fucked
any of
up.
that.
I don't think my
shit.
dad know about cars either.
My grandfather was that nigga with cars.
Yeah?
Yeah. So I knew my way around a car.
Yeah, I don't
be
have
a
none of those
man.
people. Like,
To be a man. He be mad at me.
Change a tire and
He
shit,
would curse
like-
me out. If I didn't know where something was,
Yeah.
he would curse me out. He'd be like, you don't know what a fucking flathead is?
What the
Oh,
fuck?
God damn.
God damn,
What you
Dad.
raising this boy wrong? God damn.
That's
I
mad
don't
funny.
know any of that shit. I don't know how to like mow a lawn. I don't know how to like.
Yo, Reggie, honestly,
I don't know how to shovel.
like,
You don't need
The
to,
life of privilege.
First of all, you don't have to teach someone to mow a lawn.
You don't
I
wanna mow a
promise.
lawn.
You just gotta push, honey. Just push.
Nah,
And
I
the
don't
grass
fuck
will
it
cut.
up.
I don't want
Okay.
to fuck it up.
I didn't have like a golden childhood. And so I feel like a lot of people think that, but I didn't. I was, I lived a nice childhood. But yeah, my dad did a lot of things for me. I don't know how to like rake leaves and shit. Like I've
you
never
do.
had
Yo,
to
Reggie,
do that.
you're
never
saying
rake
you're
leaves?
saying shit
Yes,
that don't
you
require
fucking do.
skill. I swear to
I
you.
swear it don't.
yeah, there's no precursor
it's
to
not- there's no
raking
proper
leaves.
way to rake.
There's no method. I promise.
Okay.
Mowing though,
She said,
I hear
okay.
it. Because some of the grass be having waves in it, and some of it be looking brown. So
See, I don't know that. I don't know what that means.
All right, now everybody want to scratch their head. Y'all know the grass I'm talking about with the waves in it, got the little indents.
That's just called grass. I thought.
What the
I
fuck?
thought that was just grass.
Nah,
The indents.
yeah, when you
Your
got waves in it.
It's grass.
Yo,
not
what
waves.
your grass is doing over there?
His
You
waves
never seen
spinning.
the grass with the waves in it?
Wait, I don't know what that
No.
means.
Oh, you from the trenches? Oh, I forgot he from the
Tall
trenches.
grass?
No, I
It
ain't
got
talking about
waves
no tall
in it?
grass. People, what kind of forest you
I
talking
know.
about,
I think
Pierre?
he's talking about like you ever had like a Microsoft desktop and they have like that
The
regular
texture?
that generic photo of like grass and
that? You
hills.
see how it be having
and it'd
waves
be
in
like
it?
a little wavy.
So you come from the bottom of the bottom. You never seen that before.
No, I just see the grass.
I think I know what you're talking
And it
about.
just
I think I know
grows
what you're
up.
talking about. Yeah.
I also lived
I'ma
in
show
an
you a picture. Watch
apartment.
this.
I lived in an apartment for 24 years, so that's also why I don't know how to do yard shit.
I did too,
Ah.
but I saw grass.
No, you didn't, bro. No, you didn't. The grass in Brooklyn ain't grass. I'm sorry to break it to you.
Yo,
I am
ain't gonna
sorry
lie.
to break it to you, buddy.
Brooklyn, if you ever come to Brooklyn, the grass here looks ashy as fuck. Like it's like it be growing, it be like.
That's because them crackheads that was fucking downstairs. Them niggas that was downstairs, they
Yes.
the ones growing
You're
it.
right, because the
that
soil
is.
is infested with cigarettes and rat shit. That's what it
sex.
is.
Yeah.
I dare you. When I see, can I say something?
Yes.
And this is no disrespect to anybody that has gardens in Brooklyn, but when I see those little gardens in Brooklyn, I'm like, I'm
You
not
said little
eating no
garden.
fruit from a garden in Brooklyn. No disrespect, because I just think about what is there. I'm like, bro, I know rats
And
are
the air
ripping
quality, like,
everything.
yeah,
It's just
yeah.
a bad. Our soil, our top soil has to be ass. I know it's
oh my
bad.
God, I want a little garden. Oh my.
That was wild random.
Why are you laughing? He
was
was talking about
wild,
gardens.
But I saw you go to the garden though. You said, "Oh, I want one."
Because imagine growing your own. Oh, that's beautiful.
I got a strawberry. I got a cherry tree.
We were talking about like manly things, and I just wanted to know like, you know, make a woman come.
Oh my
Wait,
god!
what?
Look at this.
Wait,
Look
what'd
at
you
this
say?
transition.
Nah, because we was talking about men, women, men, like gender roles almost. So I'm like, yo, this nigga don't know how to change a tire. Like, do you know how to make a woman come?
Who you?
Manly.
You're not asking me, right?
Not you. Oh, he's about to poke his chest out. Oh, that nigga's about to say,
I was like,
it's me?
You have to break down his whole spiel.
Devon
I was gonna tell you the
Terrell?
regimen.
He's gonna do it play for play.
I was gonna
Not in
give
front of
you
your sister,
play
please.
by
Thank
play.
you.
My sister don't give a fuck. Yeah, don't give a
She's
fuck.
like,
We
oh,
don't give
there
a
he goes
fuck.
again.
Yo, I promise you, bro. I
Yo,
walked
bro.
in. I was stressed as fuck, so I didn't even see faces. I saw your mom when I walked in. I
what?
just straight
like
up said, "Yo, you're related to him.
yes.
You're related to Devon Terrell.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
immediately.
Dead
I'm like,
looks
hey,
like
how
my
you
mom.
doing? Good
Yep.
to meet you.
Like
Yeah,
she just
yeah.
copied and pasted
Dead
her
ass.
face.
Look just like a fucking mom.
That's
Shout out to your mom. She be tuning in.
OD.
Sorry, mom, for this like horrible transition, but we're gonna talk about women coming.
All right. I
Shout
know
out
right
to
now.
DJ
Yo,
Envy.
you know what's funny? I flashed to me 2 days later, and I hear my mother. Just hearing her in the background, like. All
She's
right.
watching
Like, is
me
that funny,
now.
Mom?
She be dying. She be like, and tell Savon. And tell Regi stand up. She's good.
Let's listen to this clip, man. A lot of people was talking about DJ Envy and Gia Casey. I mean, they've been real open about their relationship, but I think the headlines are they weren't ready for this.
And I'm sure so many women can relate. Like, you want to reward that man for that work, and the only reward that you have to offer is an orgasm.
That's
But
the
even
only
if I
reward?
didn't feel it,
That's
I
not
would
the
still
reward.
be performative. So yes,
But-
I was faking it.
We got into like a argument, and then she was like, "Well, I don't be having an orgasm."
That's the worst time to find out. You
on,
haven't been
Savon.
making your girl
Come on,
come.
That's
Savon.
like not
Like-
that's not a mature way to address that.
I
But
don't-
hold on, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
continue
don't-
playing the clip, but I had to
don't
just
know.
stop that, yo.
Saying that she speaks way more eloquent than I would have.
He cleaned it
And
up.
I was like, "What?" And she was like, "I don't." I'm like, "No, yes, you do. I hear it." Like, yeah, and then she was like, "No."
Wait,
What do you think
I'm like, every
orgasm
time.
is?
Wait, hold
And
up.
she was,
You know she wasn't orgasm? Because that nigga said,
It's like a fucking geese. Look how he thought his
please.
Look.
But that woman was like,
Look what do you think orgasm
Flag.
sound like?
holy shit. Oh my God. Sound like Joaquin Phoenix in the Joker.
Dead ass.
like, yeah, and then she was like, "No, I'm faking it." I'm like, "Every time," and she was like,
Nah.
"Yeah." And then that just crushed me because I thought I was putting in work. Like I'm sitting
my
there
God,
thinking
I
I'm,
feel so
you know,
bad.
Big Daddy Long Leg.
What he said? What was the last thing he said? What's the last thing he said?
He said I was putting in.
Okay.
Yo, don't
He
do
thought he
that.
was Big Dick Envy.
Don't do that.
Oh my God.
Wait, first
That's
off,
what he said. That's what he
shout out
said.
to
Don't
Tembi.
do
She's
that.
the girl who did the interview.
Thank you, Reggie, for
Yeah.
always
And
crediting
also
the
before
journalist.
I met her on the All-Star trip, so she be going viral with her interview. So just flowers to Tembi.
That's what's up.
but anyway.
No, shout out to her, and also shout out to DJ Envy and his wife, because they're like on a
my
book tour
God.
right now. No, seriously, they're on a
No,
book
no,
tour.
I
They're
know
selling
it-
a book.
that's what they're doing it for,
Good
right?
Morning America. They're
Right.
having all these interviews. Like, it takes a lot to kind of open up into your relationship.
Yeah.
And Gia, she was on The Breakfast Club, and she did an interview, and it was probably like the best interview that I've seen on The Breakfast Club
In a while.
in a very long time.
Very
transparent.
So
Really?
shout out to them. Like,
It
I
was
know it's
recent?
gonna be a ton of jokes. I know it's
Right.
gonna be a lot of laughs, a
Of
lot of
course.
headlines. But for them to even get to this place in their relationship where they can share these things,
Yeah,
like,
that's
bro,
another level.
You can't get like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
We gotta get a divorce.
Yeah.
I'm not making you come and you thinking I'm thinking I'm
I
coming
don't-
and you
I
coming
don't
and we
like
not
But it's
coming.
just, why would you wait that long to say something?
If you ain't
expound
coming,
on
I'm
it?
going. That's it.
I'm yeah. Like I'm not like if we haven't. This is my thing. This is me personally.
This is Devon.
If you are not being pleased, if you're not coming, I don't want you to lie to me. I want you to tell.
yeah.
I want you to enlighten me on who I am in that moment and say you suck
All right, so you ready? Let's role play.
and you're not pleasing me.
I love
Hey,
role play.
yo.
Whoa, what's happening?
Oh, y'all not straight?
Look
All right, nah,
look
because
at-
let me tell y'all something about men. Men like to say things very easily, and they don't think about the process of how this shit actually go down. All right, cool. So now, you fucking your chick, right?
Okay.
I bet. I ain't gonna be your chick, but I know it's 4:20, bro, but I'm recording. I'll see you later. I'm sorry, guys. I
my
just picked up a
God.
FaceTime.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
back to you fucking your chick, right?
Okay.
I bet.
Okay.
And you're not doing well.
I'm not doing well. I don't know I'm doing well.
Okay,
Not
now,
doing well.
To what you just said, you said you would want to know in the moment, right?
Well, just let me know after.
Oh, you want to know after you
Yes.
think you was killing.
Right.
You want to know after you think you was
Yes.
killing.
After I thought I.
And how would you like for your wife to approach you?
I would let her know, like, yo,
See, look.
keep it a bean with you. Because my chick from Brooklyn, she'd be like, yo, keep it a bean with you. Like, I'm not getting mine these days. And I'm like, wow, for real? I'm like, yeah, but
So
wow.
exactly, you would like, I'm not getting mine these days. This is an interesting question to ask because this is not an easy conversation.
It's a tough
No,
one.
no,
We've been
okay,
making it
also-
seem
no,
like this is such
I
an
think
easy-
in a healthy relationship, conversations like this, like your preferences and shit like that, it's like very
It's,
common.
but it
Like,
needs to be right. I I hear you. I'll tell my girl.
You like talk about like we sit down and we're like, hey, did you like that? Like we've like that's like I feel like in a healthy relationship, you just like do that. You have to tell them.
Yes.
But can I rebuttal that? Because there's been moments like, obviously, I think, especially for a man to make a woman come, like you really have to put in effort or pay attention to it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's skill set is a little different when it comes to sex.
Right.
Clearly, you know, DJ Envy, he just explained, hey, I was a little off. I thought I was performing, but I was underperforming, right? So I think for me, there has to be like, you got to be able to kind of be in tune with a woman's body a little bit. You kind of got to know, especially if it's your partner. Like every single encounter, you're not going to knock it out the park, fellas. That's just not what it is.
You got to do that.
But if you're in a relationship, you should kind of have a read on your partner's body.
True.
Like, I kind of know when
it's time.
When
it's happening.
I did that.
When the first one come, it'll be like, oh, a second one will come easy, a third one will come easy. Then you kind of learn your partner's body a little bit, and you learn them. But I will say this though. Just because you perform well with one woman doesn't mean that the other woman, that same shit works. Exactly. Like there's some people that it's just like you're not compatible with sexually. Like some girls, you learn that in having sex a lot, you learn like, oh, that didn't work for this person, but this worked for that person. And you kind of learn like sometimes you're not the nigga for that person. Like that's real. And women
it's
too.
It's just like compatibility.
Yeah, it's compatibility. And that's why I think that's when I see people get into relationships, I'm like, oh, that shit must have worked. Like that's what my first thought. When I see people like, oh, we are exclusive, I'm like, oh, so sex-wise, it must have worked. Because if it didn't work, trust me, you would not.
You wouldn't go this far.
I wouldn't go that far if it's not working.
They went that far. They went years.
That's what I'm saying.
And this is why, like, you can't lie to men and make them think that they're killing it when they're
not.
Yeah,
don't do that.
And you know, like for men,
I want to know. For me personally, I'm not speaking for any. I'm just saying I would like to know.
But also, there's no benefit for either parties of a woman faking it though. Like for us,
if he getting off, clearly there was the benefit.
No, but now look at him. Now he feels. Okay,
he thought he was killing it.
But you want to know what it is for men too? I feel like a lot of men and women kind of get this confused. Well, probably not women because they know their bodies, or some of them do.
Who?
Men and women. Well, men don't know women's bodies.
I think a lot of. Okay, let me.
This is what I was trying to say.
Because I think I got in trouble last time I said something.
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah,
I said women.
Did.
Women know their bodies.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Well, some women might not.
I think some women do not know their bodies.
Wait, okay,
I think some.
Okay, go.
I said some before you're getting mad and get on your Twitter.
No,
I said some.
I just think people get confused with wetness and an actual orgasm, right?
Duh.
So
who gets?
No, there are.
Wait, who gets confused? Wait, the men get confused?
Yo, Regi. Hey, nigga, I know what. You know the Snoop Dogg.
The Snoop Dogg
meme.
Yeah. Hey, I feel ya.
Yeah, somebody gift that. Like,
He's like, oh hell no, I know what's going on.
Yo, Mark, I want
And that's
that
what I
clip.
said though, right? The women know their bodies, right? The women know when I'm just wet and I had that orgasm moment.
That's what I'm asking who. That's just,
right. No. What I'm saying is when what I'm saying is when a man is having sex with a woman, right? He's feeling that stimulation. He's feeling so. He thinking like, oh, I'm killing.
Right.
Oh, look how wet it is.
I'm
That's the point I'm trying to make.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
It's
that's
wet.
not true.
Oh, this shit mad wet, bro.
Nah,
yo, dog.
that ain't true.
Yo, dog, you don't even know where she could really go.
That's right.
And it goes back to like understanding your partner.
That's a fact.
And getting comfortable with them. Like, yo, you thinking you killing the whole time, but it's just moisture.
Oh yeah.
It's just moisture. It's just moisture.
You get when you fuck the same person for a very long time, it gets to the point where if you fucking, you be like, oh, you about to get your period. Like I know when I can feel the difference. I'm like, oh, period pussy different. If you've been
I'm
this is not Patreon. I'm just letting you know. I'm warning you. I'm warning you. This is not Patreon.
My mother. Man, fuck that. Look, I'm getting old, ma. Look, I ain't gonna hold you.
Yo, having your mom
go crazy.
watch
It's
this,
fucking crazy.
Not just you, just like any of us.
Yes.
My mother would have a heart attack.
Yeah. Period pussy.
My grandmother says,
it's amazing. It's amazing.
And no, it's not just, we said this mad time, but it's not just the wetness,
right?
But it's the structure.
It's everything.
It feels like hydraulics.
Hey.
It's like,
it feels more moist. It feels warmer. It feels like
it's like a suction cup.
Yes.
How that song go?
The muscles are contracting.
Kegels.
Hey, baby.
Whatever. You call it what you want.
My grandmother says she can't take listening to this podcast, so she'll just throw it on and put it on mute so we get the numbers.
Oh my God.
So she like, Sting, I got your podcast on, but I ain't listening to that bullshit.
Yeah,
that's like
well,
that.
grandma, don't
I'll
listen
take
to
it.
this. Period, pussy. I just said that.
To have
Sorry.
your mom listen to this podcast, that's crazy.
Well, my mom know I put it
or
down.
his mom.
Yo.
What's weird is when my mom
Your mom
has
know
to,
you put it down
But
too.
what's funny is my mother
is different.
My mother is in her room, and then me and my girl are in our room, and it's like, And she listened to that shit like, damn, that's happening right upstairs.
Like, I know where that's happening.
That's a lot happening.
Period, pussy. Let me tell you.
Yeah, man. But shout out to DJ Envy and his
takes a
wife.
lot.
Nah, for real, because they opened up a conversation. I
Hey,
think
that's tough.
I hate how you got to embarrass yourself for a rollout, though.
But I don't think,
They didn't have to
I don't
do
think that was the intent,
They
though.
did that.
It wasn't the intent.
I'm
don't
going to
think that was
shoot
the
them a
intent.
little bit of bail.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because they have a podcast together. Obviously,
They-
this is a
right.
book together.
The Casey Crew.
They have spoken about this openly. It's just like,
Yeah.
Now it went
it's like the
viral.
news cycle, right? It's crazy how we kind of pick and choose when and where we want to go. Like, I don't think they have a video podcast, so maybe that could attribute to it.
Oh.
Like, they do? They do have video?
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
know that. But regardless,
Pierre
like,
and
Pierre being in tune.
Shit.
nah, facts. That's and that's a
Pierre
great
a
thing.
listener.
They,
Right? I'm gonna say.
Nah, let me chill.
All right.
Pierre at work. Put it like that.
I got
Pierre at
you.
work. Know what I
Right,
mean? He
right.
be in tune. He be in all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Shout out to them. I think it's kind of funny how the news cycle decides what they're gonna pick and choose.
Yeah.
And honestly,
When they've been talking about this. Yeah,
exactly. They've been spoken about it.
Must have,
It's
okay.
in their book. I'm pretty sure. I haven't read the book, but I'm pretty
Right.
sure if they're open to talk about it on like Good Morning America and the Shade Room and all these other forums.
America in general.
I'm sure, like, yeah,
country.
it's in the book.
Yeah,
Definitely in the book.
But it's just, we kind of pick and choose. And it's one of those things. It's almost like this week with Elliott Wilson, GQ, Future. Like, we also kind of decided to highlight that. And I know,
Yeah.
Regi, this was like a real important topic to you as like a journalist.
So GQ debuted their new cover story with Future looking magnificent on the cover. Cover story, big cover story. And what grabbed my attention was who wrote the cover story was none other than Elliott Wilson himself, the pinnacle of hip hop journalism. He's like the OG, he's the standard, and he wrote it, and he made a very bold take. He said, Future is the greatest rapper alive. Like, that was the point of his article. And so that kind of like obviously went viral, made everybody like say their opinions. But I think there's so many ways we could go with this. Well, first of all, a lot of people quote tweeted the article, and what I noticed, because I was paying more towards like Elliot and like rather than like the article itself and like that opinion. A lot of people were like quote tweeting and be like, "Oh my God, stop giving these like white kids jobs. Stop letting them like have access to these conversations and like stop letting them write these articles." But people clearly didn't click on it and saw that Elliott Wilson wrote it.
Interesting.
And it was just funny because like a lot of industry people, a lot of like artists, producers like tweeted that as well, but then they quickly deleted it knowing that Elliott
Wrote it.
And he just kind of like said it with his chest. Whether or not I agree, I don't think I personally agree, but that I'm just kind of the other topic I want to talk about is I'm kind of like I don't really care to partake in these conversations anyway. Like when people were debating about
I wouldn't.
greatest rapper alive, I personally I don't care.
Yeah.
Like I
feel you.
don't care to like
Enough.
sit there on Twitter and
Right.
just argue like no Future fuck like I don't
Right.
I don't know. I didn't really participate in that conversation in any type of way.
Yeah.
But he really said that with his chest though. Like if you reread the article, it's not like, oh, he had
It
a
wasn't
message, he
fluffy.
spun it. He wrote midway, he's like, by the way, let me repeat, Future is the greatest rapper alive. So if you're really interested in seeing why he said that, go read the article. He did,
Shit.
and he does this. He knows how to write.
Right.
He really is that one. So if you
Right.
just want to check that out, but yeah, what do you guys think?
I'll
And shout out-
No, go what you about to say.
I was just gonna say shout out to GQ because we give a lot of these companies, a lot of these outlets, a lot of flack for not putting the right people in these positions. So like a Forbes magazine, I know they always are one of those people we kind of looking at the award ceremonies, but always very critical as a culture of the Grammys, of the Oscars, of all of these established and prestige kind of outlets. They never put the right people in position. And for Future to be on GQ and for Elliott Wilson to be covering that story, to have that story, I think it's a credit to them. And also shout out to, just to piggyback on what Reggie said, shout out to Elliott Wilson, another Capricorn member, January 14th gang, we in the building.
Y'all niggas in this Capricorn people.
I'm sorry.
Happy Taurus season. No, I'm kidding. I just
Sorry,
wanted to annoy
sorry.
them.
Yeah, sorry.
Y'all mother-
It's a
Taurus
real
season starts
thing.
today.
It's a real thing.
Nah,
It's a time
it's
to
a really
relax.
dope
Gotta strap-
Capricorn.
Slow
It's a
down.
real thing, bro.
Meditate.
Oh, you got your angel number?
I got a top. Yeah, I got
You
angel
got
number.
my angel number.
What's
Yeah.
yours? What's yours?
Dude,
I don't know.
Yeah.
he just saying whatever.
It's just angel number?
Yeah, I got
yeah. Your sun and your
like, yeah, all
moon.
that.
You know,
Nah,
your,
yeah.
you know your stars?
My stars?
Your
Nah.
comments?
Your-
Nah,
your
I don't know my
constellation.
comments.
Comments? You don't know your
Nah, I don't know my comments.
Okay.
You know? I'm
I
on
wish
Earth.
that wasn't astrology because his birth chart is so cool. Like it makes so much sense.
Mine?
Anyway,
My birth chart?
I mean, I know
you know what's
hate-
funny?
I know you hate
I talk shit, but then
astrology.
I'll be like, ooh, tell me about me.
I'd be interested.
It's fun. on?
I want to know about me though.
I just,
and then I'd be like, yo, that's mad me.
He's a
I ain't
Leo.
gonna lie, my sister was driving. We were driving over here, and she was like, she into this shit too, and she was telling me about like her shit, and I was like, damn, that's fucking real. Like it always be mad spot on
But
though.
I like how Dev he really doesn't like astrology, but
But
I
I'm
like
open
how,
to it.
But no, I also like you could not like you would hate it. I used to hate it, but he doesn't like shit on people.
No.
He's just like I don't believe that, but that's it.
Yeah.
Some people who hate on it will tweet all day long about how stupid it is, how we need jobs, how we should,
need jobs.
how we need hobbies. Like, yo, shut up.
I like that y'all.
People like that now.
I like meeting people that like y'all like that are into astrology because at the end of the day, I don't have an interest in going in deep diving into it, but I from the surface I do be wanting to know like, oh, tell me something about it.
It's fun.
It's fun.
I don't know if I
It's
truly
fun.
believe
I think it's just fun. To me, it's fun. It's very
also,
fun.
it's annoying when people judge and say negative. Like if they're like, "Oh, Dev is Libra," Libra. Like, don't do that.
Yeah, that bothers
that's
me.
That's why people hate us.
And I'll be like, I'm fucking ill. First
I
off,
know, yeah.
fuck you. You a Libra?
You're
Oh my
Scorpio
god.
rising.
Or they say, oh, you a Libra? Oh my god. You always try to break up fights or some shit. I'm like,
You do though, right?
I'm like, what do you mean?
All right.
He's
It's
like
like
a
balance.
man of the people.
Yeah,
Libras are like,
oh my god, you
fair,
mad,
yeah.
Billion. Or
You're a
or-
politician gangster.
Can I tell you something?
Yes,
Right in the
tell
middle.
us what you know.
Right? I feel like when girls do that, right, it lets you know where you kind of stand. When she be like, oh my god, you a Libra? My ex was a Libra.
Like, oh, so you like me? So you like my
But
type?
that's why
I be
people
like,
hate
oh,
us astrology
wait.
girls. Stop doing that.
Nah,
Like,
I'm into y'all, man.
What's your sign? You a Cancer?
I'm a Cancer.
I don't know what that is. I don't know nothing about it.
They sensitive.
Yeah, y'all mad sensitive.
very
Y'all sensitive?
Very sensitive.
You soft? Yeah, that is you.
But see,
I'm
but that's
gonna
such
say
a basic
soft.
level of like understand. Cancers are very like in tune with their emotions,
Very.
like shit like that. They're not just emotional babies. Like
But see, that's what you got to do with the astrology stuff, right? You just take the people in your life, and then you see what zodiac sign they are, and then you just kind of see the things
Yeah.
that they're supposed to be based off of the zodiac.
What are you again?
I'm an Aries.
You're an
you're
Aries.
a triple Aries.
I always say it like I'm surprised. You're an
And he's like, what does that
And then I go,
mean?
what does that mean?
Yo, but Alex is such an Aries, though. I hate to be that bitch, but
I
he's
hate
such
when people say, you're such an Aries. The only one I know is Gemini. Anytime I meet a Gemini, I'm like, I'm not fucking with you,
Yeah,
bro.
fuck you, Gemini.
You gotta go.
And a Taurus, which I heard that y'all are very stubborn people. But
Yes.
you're not a stubborn
Yes.
person.
See,
I
but
can see
that-
Regi being stubborn.
That's such like
we just said she has a dual personality. Like she has
She
a double
does.
life. I can see her being stubborn about certain things. Not in general. I'm not like
I
y'all think
think-
I'm just dissing y'all.
Okay,
Y'all
but
bad.
also, I think as a Taurus, I think being stubborn can be. It's not like always a negative thing.
She's stubborn.
I feel like you're trying to sell it to us.
But see, that doesn't offend me because
Exactly.
while all you guys are being pushovers, not sticking your
being
ground,
pussies.
not chasing your goals, a Taurus is
I
gonna
swear.
do that, okay?
She said, because while all you guys are being pussies.
Pushovers.
I know,
know,
Regi
yeah.
would never say it, but every time she's like, you bitch ass niggas.
Little bitch.
She said, little bitch.
Yeah, little
No, but
Watch out,
yeah,
little
the
bitch.
whole summer shit doesn't bother me because I'm like, okay, whatever.
I'm a Libra though, man. I'm
You
balanced.
said you, said you was a
I'm a fucking scale. I ain't gonna lie, that's the one
Yo,
y'all like,
that's
what the fuck
the
is
lamest
this? It is
symbol.
lame.
No,
like,
but
we're
you're
all
a-
we're like lions and shit like that.
Yeah,
Like,
lions
you're a
and
scale.
fucking. Is it Virgo like a girl with a sparkler? Or I'm bugging.
The hookah bitch.
Wait, what?
No, I'm dead ass.
The
What's
star tender.
Nah,
Wait,
she a
wait,
star
I should know
tender.
this.
She was
Virgo
star
is star tender. Virgo
star
symbol.
tender.
Nah,
She's a hookah server.
Virgo symbol.
Yo,
Symbol.
she served drinks at the spot.
Wait, it's like a girl with a sparkler.
Sparkle.
I just know Capricorn's the goat.
Yo,
gang.
Capricorn is the
Big
goat.
I think
goat
I'm literally
energy,
like
you feel
the
me?
goat thing,
We the
right?
goat
I
symbol.
think it's like a sea goat, right?
It's a sea goat.
Yeah.
I'll see
The
you.
What's
Virgo.
the I know we're bulls.
We're a
Obviously.
ram. We're a
Obviously.
ram.
Oh, well, it's kind of similar.
Then it's, see, it's a girl. The Virgo's a girl.
Yeah, nah, that's Shorty from Starlets.
Dead ass. You're like Bernice. With a sparkler.
Yeah, that's Shorty from,
Nah, my shit ain't that. My shit is way
That's
better.
Shorty
than
from
that.
Perfections. You know her.
Dev is a Virgo Venus.
I'm a Virgo Venus.
I
Yes.
see, Reggie. You,
What's that
you
mean?
owe it to me.
What's my Virgo
You saw
Venus?
Serena
A Venus is
Williams,
not-
like, you
yeah.
wildin' right
No, but
now.
that's important. That's how you love and that's how you receive love. That's
How do you remember
It's
So I
very
love with a
important.
sparkler.
Yes.
Yo, break us down real quick, rapid
I
fire.
would love to. No, but I can't. It's just so
It's a-
much.
it's-
that
Yo,
you
you
always
said
do
a
this.
Virgo Venus.
No, because I can't just give. Because if I would break it down, I'd be like, oh, Taurus, you're stubborn. Like that's such a basic level.
we
of,
want
like,
basic right now. It's called
what is
rapid
my
fire.
Virgo Venus? Because you told me that my son was Scorpio, which let me know like
No, you're rising.
my My rising is Scorpio, so I'd be like horny on the rock. Like what does that mean?
Like,
what does that mean?
Horny on the
horny on arrival?
Horny on arrival? Like what's
that
my
work?
vibe?
Your rising is how you interact with people.
So
and
I'll
like
be
how
one
you
of.
show because so if someone were to guess your sign, we would guess you're a Scorpio because that's how you interact with people. That's how you seem.
Oh, real flirty and shit.
I would have thought you was a
Scorpio?
Because you're an R&B guy, you probably
Oh, y'all some astrologers in here.
mad horny and shit.
Mad horny, extra sauce.
And Savon and I are Leo rising.
You know what I mean?
You're Leo rising, so it's like
Yeah.
roar.
Look how he breaking it down.
You're a Leo moon.
I'm a Leo moon.
Anyway, let's move on.
So at night,
I hate
at night I'll be like,
Nah,
roar.
you know what's funny? I want to. Yeah, this guy. I want to stay with Devon though, because you said he was a Scorpio rising, right?
Right.
I think Future is a Scorpio.
Okay, thank you for bringing us back.
I got you. Come on, full circle. It's me.
Oh, my bad. In
I
fact,
hate
I forgot.
as
My
much as I
bad.
love astrology, I hate talking about it because like I feel like I'm so misunderstood. Like
Just understand. I'm a Scorpio.
Because y'all are talking to
no,
stars.
because to people that don't like astrology, we sound mad stupid. Like
But I'm so open to it, and
But I
it's
don't
fun.
care.
It's
I don't
fun.
care. It's fun. Okay,
It's fun.
Fuck you guys.
I
Let's
try
talk
to
about
when you
future.
tell me your sign, I try to make that sign like yes, that is you.
Yo, he just said he
Tries to
hates
make it,
Tauruses
you hear
right
him?
in front of me, but I don't care.
Y'all are
Nah,
stubborn.
I'm not going front. You like the first Taurus I ever
Fuck with.
I like the few.
That I feel like you give
But
me
y'all got
Libra.
some energy.
You got a Libra thing in you somewhere?
See, oh my god, I like this. I like you getting into it. Yes,
You a Libra what?
I'm not a Libra.
All right. Anyway, Future, because y'all niggas is getting me
I
tight
have
here
no
now.
Libra
Nah,
in my
'cause y'all
chart.
niggas getting me tight here.
I'm a very earth. I'm an
I'm
earth sign.
lost.
I'm
very-
lost. I give up.
I'm very
I
earth.
tried.
I'm very like
Can
you
we
know.
get back to
I'm
Future?
sorry. I'm
Okay,
so
I'm sorry.
sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm tired of
Future.
y'all, bro.
I'm sorry.
I was
sorry.
But
ready.
Alice is such a fire sign. Anyway, let's
Nah,
start.
Look. You know me.
Don't get me started. Let me get back to Future. Don't get me
Okay,
started.
I'm sorry. I'll
Because
shut
you know
up.
I'll turn
I'll
it up
shut
in
up
here.
for the
Hello.
next 5 minutes.
Hello.
I bet. The excerpt from Elliot Wilson's article from GQ, and I think really good journalists do things to rile us up. Would you relate, Reggie? Like something that's
I mean,
impactful
I personally
enough?
don't like doing that. I don't.
Yeah.
That's not really how I like to do things. But
Sure.
if you think, yeah,
Can I just say thought-provoking?
Absolutely.
I'll say
Okay.
thought-provoking.
Thought-provoking. I love that. That's a great way to put it. He says, when you survey the hip-hop landscape, no other artist has been as consistently excellent or as influential for as long as he has. He invented his own sound, which has since been the dominant style in rap. He has delivered hit after hit, and he's done it all on his own terms. I'll say it again, Future's the best rapper alive. How do y'all feel about that? Because, he a writer.
I don't even know. Okay,
He
wait, hold on.
wrote the fuck out of that. Like, if there was any better way to defend, that headline, that's the way you do it. I ain't gonna lie, because I feel him. He's basically trying to speak to things Future has created and longevity and what
Okay,
he's created.
Just this one.
When you think about it,
No, but hold on. This is like along with what he said.
Yeah.
Is it our hitmaker Drake? Is it the brilliant J. Cole? Is it maybe the Kendrick Lamar, who would probably garner the most votes? But in hip hop, always on culture, can you really be the best rapper alive if you haven't given us an album in 5 years? That was also one of his points.
About
Was that
Kendrick,
that was Kendrick?
That was about Kendrick.
that was him.
No, I'm
defending
saying
Future.
Yeah, but I was saying that was geared towards
Probably.
Kendrick. It feels like.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
So for me, I
don't
think
know.
I like what Alex started with, right? He said, journalists, especially like the great ones, they say something, they throw it out there to make you like think. It's thought provoking. I am never gonna believe that Elliot Wilson believes that there's anybody over Jay-Z alive.
No,
Because the
because- no,
term
that's
was
that's his
alive. He said
favorite.
the greatest alive. And so for me, again, that everything is thought provoking. And the article is in depth, but I can't see him. He has a relationship with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I just don't see him putting, Jay-Z under anybody.
He said except Jay-Z.
In the article, he says except
Except-
Jay-Z.
He said if you count
If you count Jay-Z, graduated
Wait,
to
I'll
GOAT
read the
status.
sentence. He's like, who wears the crown at least now that Jay has graduated to full on GOAT? That's his sentence.
Got
So
it.
he's
Okay.
saying who has served.
Okay, but that's a cheat code.
That's very interesting.
Because
So that-
clearly Jay-Z is
that's
the
very
best rapper
interesting.
alive.
Yeah.
man.
I
Wait,
feel like
you
this
can't
is I feel like this is an interesting conversation because he didn't look. He's not looking at Drake to be the guy to take, I guess, essentially Hov's best rapper crown.
Right.
And I guess from what he's saying, I guess it's because but Drake created his own sound. No, Was singing rap when Drake?
That was a Drake thing.
That was more so a Drake thing,
because
right?
I remember when it happened, and
he
I
brought
said
it to the forefront.
He brought it to the forefront, right?
But also, I always say to people is that I really don't like when people try to diminish Drake's rapping ability,
because
like he can't rap with the best of them.
Absolutely.
I'm not for that. I think Drake can rap with the best of them. That's my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Straight up. So I don't ever diminish. Maybe he never gave us like a full on rapidy rap album and stuff like that. So I think that's always kind of loomed over his head. And then the situation where he got his rapping ability got questioned because of the stuff with Meek Mill and stuff like that. But at the same time, I always said, as far as rap is concerned, Drake is currently Drake is my favorite rapper. Like he's just my favorite rapper. And Big Sean has always been my favorite rapper, by the way, second. But I've always Drake shows up every time, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like every time. And he always blows my mind, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, just like you, Reggie, I don't really like talking about who's the greatest, who's the best, because it's so like hip hop is growing so much. It's so subjective, especially like with numbers and streams and like impact and then also like I was listening. I think I read a headline from Royce the 5'9". He said in his mind, J. Cole is at the forefront of that three-headed monster of J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick.
Yeah.
And his reason was, the way that he is going about graduating and putting on his label and putting on his team.
And being an executive.
Being
amazing.
an executive. He's
Yes.
like, he's at the forefront because that's a part of being one of the best rappers.
I
That's
get
what
that.
the Hove's done. That's what so
I get
And
that.
if we compare it to TDE and
SZA.
OVO, is Dreamville doing it the best? Like in terms of like being
absolutely.
an executive? Yeah, that's what.
Because
yeah.
TDE is TDE is not Kendrick Lamar. Shit, you get what I'm saying? He left TDE. He was a part of TDE, but it wasn't his. He's starting his own venture. Like as we speak,
we just kind of associate that, but that's punching them. Yeah,
exactly.
I get that.
So there's so many different criteria as music and hip hop continue to like evolve.
Right.
So how do we really say who is the best, who is the greatest? I think back in Elliot's time, him coming up. Hove is so outside of just his talent and his influence and his business acumen and
the streets.
Every aspect of it, right? He just fucking hit every single
he checked every mark.
He's checked every box. Like
checked every box.
He has albums with Linkin Park, things like that. Like shit that he's fucking crazy. But no, I was just gonna say I think it's a weird conversation to have today because are we going off of streams? Are we going off of concert sales? Like Russ, Russ is doing an international tour.
Yeah.
I'm going to say
One
that
of the
again.
biggest rappers out here.
Russ is doing a international tour, different continents.
Yeah.
I want to say all 7 continents he is performing on.
It's different.
A lot of your favorite artists cannot do that
That's
successfully.
That's true.
Cannot do it at all. Like I was talking and I know we had this discussion a few months ago about Lil Baby and Lil Durk having trouble with some ticket sales a while ago collectively. And, the optics say they are the hottest. Like we see them everywhere. We hear them everywhere. But those ticket sales tell me that Russ may be bigger.
Got you.
And we have such issues saying those things because of the optics and streaming and just the time that we're in. So it's hard for me to kind of answer that.
Oh, my fault.
No, I was going to piggyback off you said.
I don't want you to forget.
Yeah, right. My bad. I do understand the nuance of, like, I feel like this article, and I hate to interpret someone else's, interpretation, but for me, the way I'm interpreting it for myself is that I see the greatest rapper alive, I see Future, and already in the back of my mind, I say, oh, there's nuance here, in a sense of saying, I know in my head, I feel like I'm not taking it from a literal standpoint, but I'm taking it as, wow, you know what? This is kind of like we're paying respect and tribute and homage to somebody that's been doing it for a long time. And at the end of the day, we know probably he deserves more. Sure. You understand what I'm saying? Than he probably gets as far as like the recognition. Because I would think Grammy-wise and stuff like that, maybe he's not as recognized as an artist. And I say to myself, wow, Future's kind of like, how you just have something good that's just always been there. It's that consistent thing that's just always been there. Yeah. And you kind of take it for granted.
Take it for granted.
You understand what I'm saying? So when I look at him and say, I'm like, wow, you know what, Future, you have outlasted everybody. Because his era is the Rich Homie Quans. It's
before that.
Oh, yeah,
he was even before Rich Homie Quans.
Like racks on racks on racks.
What about Young Thug? He's also outlasted.
He's in that, right.
He's in there.
He's in there.
I think Future was the one to kind of start first.
Yeah, Future was first
like-
from
Thug is
Atlanta.
right there.
That Atlanta
Thug is right
shit.
there, though.
That
Yeah.
Atlanta shit. Like, think
Atlanta
about
shit
that
was
Atlanta shit.
Future.
Remember, I went out
He
there.
come
It was-
from like I think he's derived from like a member of Goody Mob. If
Yes,
I'm
he
not mistaken.
is.
I knew I
Yes, he
wasn't
is.
bugging.
He's been around for years.
Yeah.
So I think about that. And I say to myself, I think I'm reading an article with the nuance of, he's one of those people that we don't give enough love and respect to, that we can put him in the conversation of one of the greatest rappers alive. Granted, Elliot said no, he is.
Right.
But what I'm interpreting and what I'm saying to myself is, when I read it, is go, you know what? He is one of our greats. Like, and then I think we need to,
of
like, he's
course.
one of our greats.
Yeah.
for
You
me.
want to know what it is too? I feel like we value influence
Yes.
over all things. now.
Culture. Right.
Like over all
Yes.
it's like that is our
That's
gauge.
what makes you.
That is our
it.
gauge and our currency now.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying? As
Yes.
opposed to before, we didn't have social media, so it had to be record sales.
Right.
It had to do what you were selling out.
Right.
As opposed to what Russ is, like Savon was just talking about Russ. Russ is making real money. Russ is torn overseas.
Yeah.
But because he's not in all our faces,
Right.
and he's not influential or is not as toxic
We don't look at
or
it that
fun
way.
as a Future that we can write on a bunch of memes, we don't view it
Yeah.
that way, when in actuality, like, yo, what's trending all the time? So
Yeah.
I think I understand where Elliot is coming from, because I think his currency in the game now, because he's seen all types of rappers, right? All types of musicians and artists.
He's seen them all, bro.
He's
Yeah.
seen them all. I think it's influence now. The
Yeah.
game is influence.
Yeah.
So
And-
I can understand.
And it's
that.
funny you say influence
Yeah.
because when you said influence, I thought about business.
Right.
I thought about business acumen. Like, I don't associate Future with business.
No.
Like, we see J. Cole evolving in the Puma.
Yeah.
We see him go out, even like just the basketball games and things like that. His record label, you know, he has a festival. He just did what, last week, 2
a big
weeks ago?
deal. That's a big
You know what I'm
deal.
saying? Like, I
Dreamville.
think it's other things like that that also put you in that conversation.
Sure.
Again, just going to Hove, who kind of made this blueprint. No pun intended, but he made the fucking blueprint of what it takes to be crowned as like the GOAT, you know, because it's not just music, it's not just artists. Like, we talk about it all the time.
Right.
In Hove's run, and I may be a little young, if you're older, you want to correct me, cool, I'm open to it. But just based on the knowledge that I do have and what I do know, and even what I do remember, Hove wasn't always looked at as the undisputed number 1 guy in rap.
Reasonable
We've
Doubt
seen-
took a while to take off.
We've seen the runs with, and Nas wasn't during my era, so let me not say Nas, but I do remember, and I know people have said, yo, Nas was number 1 at some point, right? Big was number 1, but let me just talk about my recollection, and it's 50 Cent.
Right.
We've seen Lil Wayne, we've seen Drake's, we've seen T.I.'s, we've
DMX.
seen DMX, we've seen Eminem. Like, we've
Seen a
seen
range.
people be like at that number 1, and Hove is always floating at the top. But how, you know, it's always rare. Like, he didn't get his first number 1 record until when? New York?
Empire State.
Empire
Mind.
State,
That's his
yeah.
first number 1.
And that was how many years? Like,
A
that's
long time.
that's a
coming,
long
bro.
time. So when it comes to those kind of things, right, I think, you know, it's just a way to kind of break that argument up. And I think Hove has created a blueprint that says, hey, yeah, you may have the number 1 sales, but do you have those business dealings in the NBA? Do you have that reach and influence with the athletes? Do you have that influence with the liquor companies, with the liquor stores, you know, apparel, fashion? Like, he's done it in so many different
eras and
ways
different
that he's not only the
eras.
GOAT because of his skill, because of his ability, but then he also has the wife, the queen.
Right.
You know,
But
like,
you want to know why Future's also an anomaly? Because I think he's about 34, 35. But the kid
might be older.
Might be older. Look, I'm being
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
But the kids love him.
Yeah.
See, this is very weird territory.
I
When
hear
we
you.
talk about like the old G's, like a Hove or so and so. Once they got to a certain age, the kids didn't necessarily identify
A lot of people
with
didn't
them
understand
anymore.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hove is definitely like mature rap.
He's like
Yeah,
mature,
it's
you know what I'm
very
saying?
mature. Like,
Yeah.
it's an acquired
Yo,
taste. It's like
Future
it's like
knocking
Yeah.
40.
yeah.
So
yeah.
I do think like that impact goes a far way, just in his case, because it was like
Yeah,
how
to
you
do
said,
that
he
at that
doesn't
age is
have
not,
the
yeah.
business dealings. At least I wouldn't know.
Well, we
we
know,
don't
right?
know.
And
I
he
wouldn't
could be
know.
killing
I
it,
wouldn't
right?
know.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't know.
Right.
I know you get money, Future.
Right.
Word.
Right.
But to the kids though, I think because he still has that connection, he's been in the game so long.
Right.
We all connected together.
it is
Right.
dope. That's a great word,
Yeah.
an anomaly.
Yeah.
Because he really might be, like, he's almost aging backwards. He's like the
crazy.
Benjamin Button of rap.
Yeah.
crazy.
He's like the Benjamin Button
Lil
of hip
Durk's
hop.
another one I put on that list.
Oh
Having
yeah,
a second
second
chance,
run, like
second
a
run.
big second
You don't
run
get
too.
those.
You don't get those. Yeah, facts.
get those.
You know what I think. You know what
Yeah.
analogy I would like to use. I'd like to look at, and sorry to bring Drake in, but I'd like to look at Jay-Z like the Kobe of rap, and Drake is like the LeBron. And I say it because
Jay-Z's
it's like,
Jordan.
okay,
I'm sorry.
you know what? Can I tell you why I didn't do Jordan?
Yeah.
Can I tell you why I didn't do Jordan?
hear it.
Why?
Because I feel like
I want to hear it.
Kobe, I feel like what Kobe was such a favorite in like amongst the youth. Like he was such a favorite amongst like generational, because I know kids that just be like Jordan, like you just know Jordan's name, you know Jordan's name, but I feel like as far as like just amongst us in a time that we experienced, I'm just like, I got to experience Jay-Z as a kid. I got to see, I'm older, so I got to see the tail end of Jordan, but so I was a Jordan fan, but I don't know who I would put in that. But to me, I just feel like as a fan favorite, like Kobe, bro, respect,
Fan favorite,
like you get a
respect.
verse from Kobe, you know what I mean? So I feel like I call Drake LeBron because LeBron gets a lot of fucking hate, and we know he's amazing. He might be one of the he might be the greatest, but we won't give him that. You understand what I'm saying? So I always look at like I see it that way. Like Kobe's just undisputed, like because it's all respect. You understand what I'm saying? Can't say nothing on his name. So I feel like that's where we're viewing them within our culture. It's just like I don't think we'll ever allow someone else to be like a Jay-Z or be like, you know, like I don't think we'll do it.
But also relatively, hip hop is young in terms of like the scope of just existence.
Fun fact: the creator of hip hop and I share the same birthday.
Big Aries gang.
Y'all do math.
Whom do you credit creating hip hop to?
DJ. Let me not mess
one.
No, Savon.
DJ Cool Herc.
I just feel like
DJ Cool Herc.
It's Cool Herc, right?
On, right?
That's what they always say. Cool Herc.
Come on, he was throwing parties April 16th, whenever.
That's a fact. And the group is cool in
In the Bronx.
From the Bronx.
It was in the Bronx. We know it started there. Oh my God.
No, the Bronx niggas always want to take some credit.
Okay, we gotta hear from the Bronx.
Yo, it started here.
Uptown.
Oh, Brooklyn.
But you know what though? But you know what about the Bronx though? The Bronx keep one. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Of course, the Bronx keep one.
The Bronx keep one.
Who they got right now? Oh, the Bronx got a lot
they got
right
a
now. My
couple.
bad.
Cardi B.
got
Drill is
a
y'all.
moment.
K Flock, they keep a couple.
Drill is y'all's.
That
I'm
was
not
a
gonna hold you.
moment.
Okay.
Like I know we call it Brooklyn
Look,
drill, but yo, I ain't gonna lie. Bronx, I ain't gonna lie. Bronx,
The Bronx,
got
A-Boogie,
mad people, bro.
Look, the Bronx keep a couple. As much as we like to bash y'all out here,
Yeah, we.
and
Yeah,
maybe
we smoking.
they like this. They like to call Bronx second Florida. As crazy.
That is mad true.
Yeah,
the nigga
Bronx-
said, nigga said Bronx is the Florida.
I've
of
heard
New
all
York.
the Bronx slander. I've never heard that. That's creative.
The Bronx get crazy.
They try, you heard they trying to call South Bronx Sobro.
Yeah.
Let's get out of
They
here.
trying to gentrify y'all.
Yeah, they
No,
trying
yeah,
to, they trying to make it
who's
so, bro.
calling
Yeah,
it that?
So bro,
Sobro.
They're gonna trick some people into thinking they're in a nice neighborhood.
Exactly.
No, I've seen a few.
that's what happens everywhere.
On TikTok,
Yes.
there's real estate TikTok, and
Right.
they like post like videos of the apartments and shit. There's like apartments in Brooklyn that are like mad gentrified.
yeah,
I mean,
the hood.
sorry, the Bronx. Sorry.
In the Bronx, yeah.
I was like, what?
It's nice. They wilding up there. You know they try to. You know they was about to change Bed-Stuy's name.
To what?
Sorry if you're not from New
Sty
York.
City is some
it's
shit.
Stuyvesant Heights.
Yes.
They were trying to change the
They
name.
put heights on the end of something when they want to make it bougie.
Yeah. So they trying to gentrify. I'm just letting you know. So for people that's not from New York, there's a lot of gentrification going on in New York. Of course, it's a lot of real estate, and what we see people doing is we see them changing the names of neighborhoods, classic hood neighborhoods, and changing the names of them to sound nicer. Is what I'm looking at.
And they also
No
like
way.
the
Breadwick,
photos.
Bushwick, and Bed-Stuy. The connection they calling it Breadwick.
Who's calling it Redwood?
If you look at a map, go Google.
Well,
You'll see it.
she's saying
Bedwick. I think it's
technically.
Bedwick. I think they're calling it Bedwick. Like
No,
yo,
that's nasty.
they playing games. They playing.
But I mean, naturally so. Like it's just going back to like the conversation of rap. It's evolution. Like they're trying to evolve somehow.
Yeah.
But it's fucked up. I think like I be feeling so bad when I just see random white people in the hood. Cause I'm like, I know you got tricked to live here, dog.
got tricked.
Like
You
I
got
don't want to
bamboozled.
see you next to the
They shoulda
homies,
known.
bro.
You be surprised.
No, I'm not surprised.
He said, "No, I'm
I
not."
see it. Like I be feeling so. I'm like, yo, dog, you about to get robbed?
Don't it? But they not. But ain't that the thing though? They not gonna get robbed.
No.
Because they don't. Yo, I'm dead serious. I lived in when I was living in Bed-Stuy, and I would see when I started seeing more white people move into the neighborhood, and I see them running at 2 a.m. I'm like, do you know where you are? And I'll be like, wow. And they be running. Nobody bothered them. No, cause and that's some old school shit.
Yeah.
That's programmed in the hood. Like I won't say because I don't want to sound ignorant as fuck, but niggas know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
Where it's like, don't do that.
Don't do that over
Don't do that. Don't get in trouble.
Just leave him alone.
Leave him alone. And that's fucked up because it's like, yeah, but you see my little short ass walking down the block, you like, yup, that's the one.
Wanna terrorize the
Terrorize this nigga.
Yo, what's the name? We was talking about Kendrick a
Don't
little
harm
bit. We
anyone.
was talking about TDE a little bit. Kendrick's album is dropping.
A lot of music is dropping.
Yeah, a lot of music
A
is dropping.
lot of
Yo,
music
can
is
I
Do
dropping.
just
y'all
talk-
care
can-
about all the music though?
Can we just talk about how he announced it though? He used some random guy's tweet to just. It said Kendrick Lamar is retired or something. He quote tweeted that and just announced it with like a website. That was crazy.
Nah, see,
Cool,
I need to
just
start
drop the
tweeting
album.
shit like that.
I like how Kendrick
like it.
moves.
I need to start
like
tweeting shit like that.
I like how he moves. Like
He moves like an
introvert.
old school star from back in the day.
he moves like I'm here because I just want to be here. I don't have to be here. I don't care to be here.
Yeah.
I just love doing what I do.
We don't have like mad access to him
At all.
which I love.
think that's so
love
fly.
it.
You didn't
I love
after
it.
a few years, no interviews. It was none. It was done. I didn't see no interviews from that man. It was clips.
That's the goal.
How y'all feel about that? Like I
As
saw
far
like
as-
the timeline in Frenzy. Is that something y'all looking forward to?
Yeah, man.
What do you expect? Is this a different character? Like I love like as we are watching like artists evolve. One thing that I think is really dope about what you guys do as artists is how you guys literally like encapsule time, right? So you'll see how Devon Terrell looked in 2011, and then you'll see how he looks in 2015,
Right.
and then you see how he looks present day.
Right.
Those three, this is the same person, but those
Completely
three
different.
stages,
Different
they
eras.
look different, they talk different, they
Completely
feel different,
different.
the hair is different,
Right.
the beard is different, everything is so different. So, but Kendrick, he's an artist where you're starting to see those trends. Kanye West, J. Cole, like Drake, all of like the massive artists. Like I seen there was a video of Bad Bunny. And he got a wax figure made of him, and he was standing in between. He got two made, and it panned, right? It panned, and it was the first one, the second one, the third one, and it was all in the same position. That like his pinkies up by his mouth or something, right? And then he was standing in between it, but you couldn't tell. Because it was just, it was different.
unison.
It looked like he was a wax figure because that's how well the product was done.
Right.
But it just showed him in different uniforms, different outfits
Characters.
through his years. So I think that's so dope how like artists are able to do that.
Yeah.
And Kendrick, he's one of those. And we know he uses the accents. We know he uses the voices.
Very
he's animated.
animated, right.
The hair changes, everything. Like he's just an artist through and through.
Right.
So what do y'all expect from him, coming next month?
Damn, should I go first?
Yes.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
And if you don't have anything to say, that's
sure.
okay too.
No, I
like
have mad thoughts. I just want to know where I want to go with it. I don't know. Like the name was interesting.
What's the name again?
Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
Right. That told me a lot without telling
What did
me
that tell you?
anything.
What did that tell you?
It made me go, okay, are you going to give me some old school shit? Like, am I gonna get an old school aesthetic? And I'm not saying the music, but I'm saying aesthetically, am I gonna get
like
some
Silk Sonic?
That's my
Like
brain.
a classic.
Yeah, am I gonna get like a classic vibe? Are you gonna be in suits? Are you gonna kind of pay more attention to like that 30s, like the old school times? Like I saw a time period with that name. It made me think time period.
Right.
So that's what my brain was. That's
Like
it. That's
oh,
only
you like it was maybe a certain time period.
something time period wise,
Okay.
because that's a time period. You know that, like that.
Yeah.
No one. That's a time period.
Yeah.
So I feel like I was like, okay, cool. Maybe this is some time. He's gonna play with time with this one.
I hope he really bars our asses up, man. We've been talking shit over here.
How could he not?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, but
He
but
will.
he will, Reggie. But you know what? I hope he continues, right? Because he's created essentially his own brand and label now.
Yeah,
right? When PG Lang.
PG Lang, yeah.
Right. So I hope that kind of initiates some fire in him, right? Like,
Right.
I'll
To
sign
keep it
my
going.
artist. I can release music when I want to, and we don't gotta wait every 4 to 5, maybe even 6 years,
Right.
to hear from him. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So
right.
I don't know where his head is at. But I will say this, like I said, I just want more from him. I hope this is the door for more. You get what I'm saying?
Right. I hope he comes out, and I hope he kind of sticks around with us for a little bit, because he comes and he goes.
Because there's like a new beginning, so he has to like continue it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
He
supposed
doesn't
to
have
be-
to do anything, but yeah.
But
he
I think-
should.
Feel what I'm saying?
I think
Yeah.
we want. I think it's time, and we want consistency from
From him.
Kendrick.
Kendrick.
Yeah,
I
because
think we want
even
it.
J. Cole said it at the point. I was a point where I thought I didn't want to do any features with nobody.
Right.
And then I woke up
before the
one day
offseason,
and
yeah.
was
Right.
like, it was like, I don't want to end my career like that.
Right.
So I just hope him getting this new label now with these new ventures.
Maybe
I agree.
make some active as
you know
fuck.
what I'm saying,
Right,
bro?
right,
Drop
right.
some shit, boy.
Yeah,
Because
come
people
on.
go through that. People go through.
Give me a
I'm not gonna
freestyle.
call it burnout because he hasn't called it that. But like people go through that period where like the slow, like you know what, I'm content, and then you get that fire again.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
I've learned to act off of that more instead of, all right, let me make sure I'm doing a song a day. Like me, it's just like, bro, if I don't write for
When
a
you
week,
feel it,
Then I
Right.
don't
You
write
feel
for a
it.
week.
I'm not writing for a week. My
You
body
can't
is
force
telling
it.
me.
You can't force that. You can't
Not
force
at all.
inspiration.
And I
Yeah.
make whack shit if I do that. Like, so I understand, like, yo, I'm doing it when it's right. And you gotta understand at the same time, by the way, y'all, that yeah, we might be getting this album 5 years later, but understand he's been recording. You understand what I'm saying? He was
Yeah.
working. So
Yeah.
if we get a package of 13 songs, I promise he has 500 songs. You understand what I'm saying? Like in the gun.
Kenny is one of the last artists left that is a lot of cryptic messages left in their music. And you know, as I'm getting older, I'm really just starting to appreciate it more. I'm further and far. Like when I was younger, like I was really heavy Drake, and I'm still pretty heavy Drake.
Me too.
I ain't gonna lie, that's my that's my guy.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I just feel like as I'm getting older, like I'm starting to see things from different angles that I just normally just didn't see before.
Right.
And just starting to understand and appreciate things for them more. So I do look forward to trying to uncrypt this album because
he's gonna do it with.
he's gonna do
it right.
To Pimp a
Shit.
Butterfly, I hated that shit.
I wasn't into
At
it.
that current time,
I wasn't expecting.
I wasn't into it.
I hated that shit.
I
I wasn't into it.
I wasn't into it.
I'll be honest, I wasn't into it.
I wasn't into it, but you know,
he just serves such a big purpose. Like whether you're into his music or not, you got to understand. Like he is literally
one
of one.
Yes.
He is one of one. He is the only one at that level who can leave for 5 years and have this.
Yeah.
Drake,
Literally.
I don't think he can leave for 5 years.
You don't think so?
And what I
I think
mean,
he can. At
what
this
I mean
point,
by
I
that,
I want to hear this. Yeah.
what I mean by that
Yeah.
is, yes, if he left for 5 years, he would still have that same anticipation.
Yes.
When I say he can't leave for 5 years, I mean I don't think it is in who he is to say I'm going to disappear.
I don't think that's.
I'm not going to be at the
He pulls from-
games. I'm
that's
not
not his
going to be on
brand.
the scene.
That's
I'm
not
not going
his
to do
brand.
features.
No.
That's what I mean by I don't
Yeah.
think Drake is capable of saying, yo, I'm gone. You are not going to hear from me for
Too
5
mixy.
years.
Right.
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
too mixy. He's
He
way
is
too
mixy. Like, and
Yeah.
that's
But I don't
cool.
know,
It's not a
he
knock
might
to
reach a
him.
point where he might get tired of us and just like.
I think the only thing that would do that
Yeah.
is a woman. Him settling down.
Because a good one will change.
A
it.
good one. I feel like he'll. I think, and I'm well.
Yeah,
And
you
by the
think
way,
he had
I
no
don't.
good
I am
women?
not speaking for Drake at all. I want to make that very clear. I'm just speculating.
Yeah,
I'm
we
just
don't know.
talking
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah.
But I'm just saying, in my back of my mind, I go, if the right woman come along and he decided to marry a woman, I
Like,
feel
settle
like
down and
I
shit.
feel like he would probably hit that point where it's like.
I don't even
alright,
think so. I think
slow
based
down.
off what he's shown, like he would like flaunt that. Like he would become the new relationship goals. Like I just
Maybe
seen
we'll
this
finally
last
get an
week.
R&B album.
Everybody was posting Drake's son because he had posted a picture. You know, and that's cool. He posts his son. But I think that's the part
That's
of
the
his, who he
affection
is.
he
That's his
shares,
brand. Like
yeah.
we're
Yeah.
just going based off trends and
Yeah,
patterns
sure,
and people.
sure.
I don't think he's capable of saying like, yo, I'm out. I'm not making music. I'm not putting out music. Like he's one of those workaholics.
I know what you mean. I feel like creatively that process doesn't help him. Right?
No,
he's just
not
not
at all.
that type
Yeah,
of
That's
creative.
not.
He's
I think he
exactly.
likes.
Yeah.
He likes
You can
saying.
tell.
He likes putting
Yeah,
out music.
Exactly. And it
Yeah.
works for him. Flood of the market works for him. It's like,
Sure.
if we go back to sports, Kawhi Leonard would be like the Kendrick Lamar. You're going to get him in moments, in spots. He's great.
When he
Boom.
show up,
Like
he
you
show
said,
up.
Drake
Right.
would be LeBron.
Right.
You see LeBron on every commercial.
Right.
LeBron's at every premiere. LeBron is doing movies.
Right.
LeBron is
He's
opening.
a star.
LeBron has a show on fucking HBO called
be
The
with
Shop.
Drake?
You know, like it's closer to like that Drake. It's
I get it.
remnants of Drake.
I
Where
get it.
Kawhi
Sure.
Leonard, nigga signed a New Balance.
Right.
Like,
He kept it cool. He kept it
went
simple.
to the LA Clippers.
Right.
Nobody wanted to play for the Clippers for the longest. It's like, you know, he's able. That's his brand. That's just who he is. But
Yeah,
I think Drake
keep
is a
it
little
simple.
bit different. And then obviously we got J. Cole. I think he's like that tweener. Like
Yeah.
he's in between the two.
He's
where he
backpack.
kinda-
He's rappity rap, but he's like mainstream as fuck.
Yeah.
But he rap.
He's
You know what
like-
I'm saying? Like he's an anomaly too, bro. Like he's a real anomaly, and he's
Yo.
someone I'm really proud of.
When I saw like
J.
a
Cole is
great
KD.
example and visual of that was the off-season tour when he did like the most rapping ass track. What's like the most like bar heavy track? I forgot, but he did that in like the arena, like just rap,
Oh,
not like a
spit.
hit.
Right.
But he was like, "Hey, I know this is a tour, but let me just do this like." Rap song, and that was just so beautiful.
And it was
'Cause, like not
hard.
everybody could do that because when you're like
True.
performing, you have to do like a hype record. But he was like, "No, let me stand here and do that." And, it
And
was-
spit.
That was
man.
true.
Turn
yeah.
that
He's an
backtrack
amazing
over.
performer,
Yeah,
man.
he's
I've been to
phenomenal.
one show of his, and I was really, really impressed. And I
You
was
only been to one J. Cole?
only been to one J. Cole, so I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm not a
only been
I'm not a showgoer, by the way.
What?
Yeah, I'm not a
You're
showgoer.
an artist. I've been to 12 J. Cole concerts.
God,
What?
damn, that's great. I study
That's
by
cool.
watching their shows, their show footage. I study the fuck out of those shows. Like I just watch a lot of shows. Like I watch a
But
Kendrick
being
Lamar
there,
set.
though, is so
Of
different.
course,
Uh-huh.
I get,
impressive.
but I get so emotional.
But you don't need that though, because you tour like you are at plenty of shows, like
Yeah.
because of yourself. So
But
okay,
I can
yeah.
always be better. I can always improve a show. I always learn things from other artists. By the way,
Naturally.
like there was a time. I'm not gonna lie to you. There was a time right before the pandemic where I was by myself, dolo. I would go on bands in town and I look at where the shows were, and I would literally buy tickets and pull up the shows. I would go by myself. That was like a little thing I was doing by myself at one point. I was really trying to find myself at one point, like rediscover myself and
just
just
in
be
general.
open.
It's
I was
very,
going
like,
dolo.
It's very because I do that a lot too. It's very like soul searching ish when you do that. When you spend time with yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know what's cool? I would go to those shows and sometimes people would recognize me and I would have conversation. Like I think that's what it was because I knew in my head, like, okay, people are gonna probably Oh, Devon, and I would sit at the bar with them and talk, and we chill. Like, because I knew I was sitting with like-minded people, because we're at the BJ the Chicago Kid show, you know, and I know that's a similar fan base. So I would go there, and I started to realize, like, I'm kind of networking with fans, and kind of like, oh, I'm doing this, and take pictures, and then sometimes, you know, like, it was just dope, you know what I mean, like, and stuff like that. Then I know somebody, I'm like, oh, and then I get backstage. I like that environment. I was like, let me see what happens tonight. You know, that was fun. So I want that. I'm gonna start doing that again, man.
What is the biggest thing that you have learned from, think of like your first show ever, and then now your most recent show? Well, I don't know how long it's been, but what's like the biggest key that you've learned from all your research and also doing like mad shows?
That's really tough, Reggie. Your set list,
like asking them, like, oh, what have you learned from potting for you? Like, what's your biggest key?
Your set list and tempo is very important. So you can probably think you're gonna go up there and just say, I'm gonna do all the hits. But when you start performing, you feel, oh, the tempo's wrong in this show. So what I do is the tempo, and this is how I literally have it drawn out. You go up, you go way up, you start way up. Then you start to bring them down. Then the slowest song, that's the biggest downer, is Temperature in my catalog. We go way down. That's me singing a soft ballad. Then we get with that after that we get really inspirational because we're down here on the floor, and then we start to bring that motherfucker up, and then we end with a bang. So that's what I've learned is tempo is very, very important, and keeping the people's eye engaged. You see me go off stage, get my jacket, I break you, I give you a break from me, as opposed to just bang. I talk to you. I have jokes. My jokes are written. I'm sorry to let y'all know. Like, my jokes are ready to go on stage. Like, when I be like,
as they should be. You're a performer.
Oh my God, I've never been to
we ain't leaving nothing up to chance, nigga. You gonna laugh.
Yeah. We gonna laugh. We gonna laugh.
Leaving it up to chance.
Right.
Nothing up to chance.
Because clearly he's funny. He's on the Need to Know podcast.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, I don't. This is out of my set now. But for Cougar, I'm sorry to make this about me. I'm not making it about me.
It's not making it about you. It's fine.
I asked you. Yeah. It's like a routine.
Yeah, it's a routine. It is it's like a comedy bit. So for me, it's like, okay, I had this song called Cougar in my set a while ago, and what I would do is Cougar.
What was the premise of it?
Fucking older woman.
Okay, I just wanted you to say
no
it.
problem.
All right.
I knew you knew because you've been to the show, you fucking cunt. But it's okay.
Like, he asked, oh, what is the song
What is the song about? I knew.
Good little tune,
It's like MILF. What is MILF about?
What is that, Dev? So I would always, the way I would bring the song is, I would like, yo, shout out to everybody in here. I said, shout out to the moms in here too. I see a bunch of y'all. You see me bringing it in. And the moms are like,
he's kind of
I like y'all nasty. But you nasty. You nasty.
Where all the moms that say hey?
Yep, dead ass.
You're a motherfucker.
If you're with your moms,
I like it though. That interaction.
But you see it, and then everybody laugh when they hear the song. They like, let me hear you roar. It's like, hey, and then the moms, but the moms knew that song, but they were like, hey.
Oh my God.
So it'd be fun. So it just,
what's the opening line?
Baby mother.
Let me hear you roar.
Oh, I thought you said let me hit it raw.
That's what everybody thought.
I was about to say, yo, you
Isn't
trying to
that
fuck
leave
some
us alone.
raw?
That's what everybody would say. Let me hit it roll.
Hey.
That's
what everybody always thought. Let me see you
all
roll.
all you rising artists out there, I hope you guys took notes.
Yeah.
That was like a mini masterclass.
Tempo.
Yeah.
So tempo.
You want to finish that
tempo's best.
song?
That's dope.
It's like a little jingle.
You can go on all streaming platforms. Download Weird Nights was the album that it was on. Weird Nights, Cougar.
Fire.
Cougar's
fire.
there.
Yeah.
Is there anything else I want to talk about? I know Pusha T's dropping. Do we want to go back into music? How do you want to move?
Pusha T's album release
Oh, I
party
gotta
is
send y'all
tonight.
the fucking.
It's tonight. You going?
I chose to be here with you guys and to go.
Me
to Pusha
too.
T's. Do you want to go?
You ain't the only one. Nigga.
Me too.
I chose to be it.
I could have been
I
home.
wasn't saying like
making
that.
content.
Like,
Let's go after this.
I had something cool to
Could've
do.
been making beats.
I didn't mean it
making
like
up beats.
that. I meant it more endearing.
I know, Reggie, we kidding.
I'd rather be here.
We kidding.
I'm
gonna be outside. I'm gonna be outside this summer,
I'm
man.
sorry.
what happened?
You got the link for this shit?
The invite?
Yeah. No, the album.
You ain't even seen.
I'm so sorry, bro. I got it yesterday.
Yo, this
I didn't listen to it. I didn't listen to it.
I'm gonna bring my
you
ass
private.
back outside
I
this
get
summer,
it.
man.
You private, bro.
I'm jelly.
When you forget about niggas, just tell them, yo, I'm
I
private.
used to be dope, Rob.
That's
I
what
used to
I
be real
do.
dope.
I'm not private.
Nah,
I'm
I used to be
mad
dope
open.
though, man. I used to be dope. I'm gonna go check if I'm still dope. You know, you gotta go outside. Let me see if I'm still dope.
What you mean?
Nah, cause y'all dope. Cause y'all got links and shit and fucking parties, and I'm like, damn, where I'm at?
Nah, I ain't gonna hold you. You missed it, bro. I premiered the Drake in what's the name league.
He missed it.
I premiered
In
it, bro.
studio.
Okay.
In studio, live,
studio.
on set.
That shit was on Twitter.
I made everybody sit down, like, yo.
Like a family.
We go as a family, collectively.
Drake.
You know what I'm saying? Whenever Rob dap you up, you know you did a good job in life. Because I sent the nigga the song.
Cause he a gangster.
My nigga, good looks.
Rob is an honest nigga. I like Rob.
Good looks, bro.
You need honest
That's
niggas
good.
around you.
No, I'm kidding.
He's gotten more monotone
I'm sorry.
since I've met him.
Cause he getting cooler.
He got more like,
He getting cooler.
Yeah.
It's
Wow,
crazy.
they called you not cool, Rob,
Nah,
in the
no.
beginning.
You know what it is?
He's getting ascending
older.
He's getting to the cool table. He's getting to that super cool table. He's like, nah, I'm good, boy.
He sit with me twice a week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, oh yeah, that's what it is. He hanging out with this.
He's hanging out with this
my man
nigga.
right there.
That's my
That's my man right there.
That's my man.
Taking his sauce.
You know what I'm saying? No, we making ragu.
But look how he wear the glasses with the hat now. Look, y'all niggas look the same.
Look.
You look like light-skinned Alex. This nigga look like light-skinned Alex.
Look at y'all beards.
These niggas
Don't
is
do that.
night and day.
Nah, Rob shit is
Rob
connecting now.
Don't do that.
Rob shit is connecting now too. That's crazy.
All you gotta do is start talking to me. You should just start connecting.
No,
wow, you do. Y'all niggas.
I've been talking to you
Why
for
would you
5
say
years,
that, Alex?
motherfucker.
Nigga
Alex,
said
why
that's
would you say that?
Uptown Rob, Uptown Alex.
Talking to this nigga for
Uptown
5 years.
Alex.
My shit ain't
That's
connect.
Long Island Rob.
L.I. Rob.
That's L.I. Rob.
Yo,
That's L.I. Rob.
if you put your shit to the back, like you turn your hat around to the back,
It's over.
Yeah, look at the nigga. Look at the
They can't even see this
They
shit.
both got glasses.
nigga. Yeah, they can't see
Now
it
we
on
gonna
camera.
put a picture
That's
of
my
Rob
man.
up.
That's my man,
Put a
Rob.
picture of Rob up one
Rob,
time.
you got to take a picture like this. And then we just gonna put it on the screen.
Or
Don't
what
worry
if we
about
took
it.
Rob's face and just put it on Alex
Yeah,
right there,
because
like
to the
bang?
listeners, I don't know if they know what he looks like.
Nah, that's a
Yeah,
fact.
we
Nah,
got-
we like the mystique though.
Yeah,
We respect his
yeah,
privacy.
yeah,
Rob
yeah,
respects
yeah.
his
Amongst
Yeah,
us,
yeah.
that's
We know
light skin, light skin A. That's all.
Light skin A.
My
You know,
man.
like the
Okay.
artist light skin Keisha. That's
Yep.
light skin A right
That's
there.
my man
You know what I
right there.
mean?
Light
In
skin
the block.
Keisha. Look at they compared you
Rob,
to.
when's
Your
birthday?
smile too. Yeah,
Rob.
when your birthday, Rob?
Oh.
May? Yeah, he close.
Oh, he doesn't want to tell.
He don't tell niggas his birthday.
Nah, he-
Bro,
that's
he's private
private.
too.
He from the Bronx,
Nah,
nigga.
that's private.
He is scared of everybody. He's from the Bronx.
I don't blame him.
Y'all niggas is crazy, man.
They live by the brook now. By the brook.
The Bruck. I know
Alex,
about
how'd
that.
you spend your birthday? Like,
Oh
what'd you
my
do on
God.
that day?
So I didn't plan anything. My friends took me out. I bar hopped.
Aw.
Yeah, I got
Nice.
drunk.
Yeah, he got
was
he
intoxicated.
got a fit pic. You know what I'm saying?
I got a little, you know what I'm saying? I don't really post on the gram. You
Oh,
know what
yeah,
I'm
I
saying?
did.
You
Yeah,
don't.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
why when I saw it, I was like,
Yeah.
ooh,
Yeah.
Alex.
Oh, you like that pig?
I reposted.
You heard it?
What?
I'm joking. I'm joking.
So that was a stamp of
What?
approval.
That's
It was a
sis.
stamp of approval.
That's sis.
It
I'm
was a
joking.
stamp of approval. It was like,
I
I
know.
like that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stamp
like
of
a little
approval.
plaid shirt.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Stamp of approval from my
you.
man.
Thank you. You know, men don't know how to take compliments.
We-
I'm surprised
Fuck
you
it
could
up.
like. I know the Zod was alive. I know the Zod was there.
Zod
Like, you
was
good?
alive.
You
I'm
alright?
great. I'm great.
You
I went
great?
to church the next day.
What?
Church?
Where we
It was
going?
Easter.
Where's this going?
Was
Okay.
it church?
Oh, it was Easter Sunday. That's true. What did I'm the only person that felt like a demon when you saw everybody going to church. He's like, what is everyone doing?
Nah.
My birthday was on Saturday.
You was sinning on Saturday
Mad sin.
and ran to church on Sunday, niggas.
Can I tell you
Be
what made me
forgiven.
realize it was Easter? I looked out my window. I was like, what are all these fucking kids doing?
Nah.
Why
You know
they
what it
chase?
is?
Why they running around with the bag?
With the bag.
I said, it's Easter Sunday. They're Easter hunting. I was like, wow, I'm a demon.
Wow, I love Jesus and everything, but I haven't celebrated Easter in mad long.
Why did Reggie turn into country like a country? I love Jesus and
Say, yo,
everything.
I love God or whatever, but
No, but I have to
That's my
preface it
man's
with,
and whatever.
I haven't celebrated Easter in mad long, but I believe in Jesus.
but now I'm with you.
I go to grandma's house. I go to my grandma's house but it's since COVID, it's clipped. Like
Right,
grandma
not
don't
a
want
lot of family
nobody at the
gathering.
house. She's like, you
Hold
dirty motherfuckers. Yeah, but Easter was my shit. We used to do the Easter egg hunts.
I'm telling you, once you're out of school, you forget about all holidays, all dates
Yeah.
of time.
Once
all
you got
reference of
rent,
time.
Yeah, once you got
That'll do
bills.
one.
yo,
Hey, pills.
put the camera on me.
That'll-
Yo, once you got rent with the T,
I'll do something.
RENT.
no holidays matter.
Zero.
The calendar seems like it's the same month, the
Every
same day.
month. It don't matter.
It don't matter.
The first is the same.
No. Can I tell you?
The first
On
be
New
every
Year's,
2 weeks.
that day rent is
pain.
due.
Actually, when holidays
pain.
coming, you get tight because you know you gotta come out of pocket.
Feel
You gotta buy
birthdays.
gifts.
Bro, I see why niggas be atheists.
Yeah. Yo, I
We
know.
not,
I need to
we
like
not
that.
celebrating nothing.
He's ODing.
I
by the
don't
way.
believe in nothing no more.
He's going a little
You got a
crazy.
birthday, nigga?
Son said, I'm ready to stop believing in God.
You thought you was born?
Just around the holidays.
What the
Yo,
fuck?
nigga just stopped believing in God once Christmas come.
You said prayer.
God. Nigga was loving God all year till December came.
Nah, I'm messing with y'all.
Come
man.
on,
I know
Savon.
religion is very sensitive.
I love
ain't
God.
trying to
I know
put it
religion's
on.
very
Nah,
sensitive.
bro.
Religion is actually the one thing I'm not afraid to like deep dive and question
It's sick.
and talk about.
You're sick. Got it.
Crazy.
I'm really not afraid of that because I think that if we talked about it more, we can really get to a better
We'd be
place.
somewhere. I see what you're getting
It's too much division, bro.
Exactly.
division.
It's
You know,
math.
God,
It's
God
mad
got
math.
like 8 names.
Yeah.
He does.
Yahweh.
And
Niggas
it's
can't even
Jah.
agree on
But
a
is
name for
everybody
him.
worshiping
Allah.
one?
We're all-
like
God.
we're just calling him different things.
Yes,
Literally.
we're calling it one
Literally.
thing, but I just don't like that. It's just what bothers me a lot is just the way that how
We can
many
save for
people have
Patreon.
died in the name of religion. And then the other thing is, when it comes to not every church is a good place. I'll be honest with you. Not every pastor's a good
Yup.
a good person.
true.
And it's the truth.
No,
and
it's
I'm here.
It's
No,
true.
like not
It's true.
everybody's a good person. I've seen this
good,
firsthand.
And good people will tell you that.
Yeah, good at
Good people tell you that,
if you man, have you seen it all?
Nah, because once
y'all know what I'm talking about, and it's not everybody. I know there's some you are doing the God's work. I know some pastors that are ill. Like I'm serious, and I love their ministry and I love their churches. There are some that are, I think you're criminals. I'll be honest with you.
But I ain't mad at them. Get your shit off. You go cop a Bentley off God, all right.
I don't have no opinion about that.
That's
I don't-
ungodly, Alex.
I don't have no opinion about that because I know that that's a thing in
Right, isn't
religion.
it?
When you have pastors that have like jets and stuff like that.
Nah, I can't wait for
But I don't
all
have
the
an opinion
documentaries.
about that.
I can't,
my
I can't
gosh,
wait.
there's this
I
one
can't wait to watch all the documentaries on all these.
Hillsong.
Yeah,
Hillsong.
all
Oh
these
my
like
God.
hippie cool. Like once I seen the pastors like cool. Like when I was
Yeah.
young, the pastors wasn't cool.
Like,
It was
why- yeah,
old.
yeah.
I
I
was
get that.
scared of them a little
Yeah,
bit.
now they wear
Because, like
Gucci.
they had the firmest handshakes in the world. Like
Yeah.
damn, nigga, that is the strength of God.
Nah, you
Right.
right.
Shaking my head.
It's the Holy Ghost
I get
spirit,
it.
yeah.
But as I've gotten older, these niggas gotten younger, and they be fly.
They getting fly. They
Why
wearing
are
Gucci
you
and
preaching
Louis.
to me in Yeezys?
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that.
Don't
Nah,
do that.
ass, but don't do that.
I think
What Jesus wore
Nah,
on his
go
feet?
find some Jesus sandals.
What
Don't
he
do
wore
that.
on his feet, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
let me not do that.
Go
I'm
find
o-
some clocks.
I'm okay
Don't-
with
don't
those
preach
guys.
to
Let me
no
not do that.
fucking
that are
Gucci's, bro.
very, very modern. I'm okay with the modern.
Yeah, because I
I'm-
watched like a YouTube, like the ones that like upload their
Nah,
shit
my
on
nigga gotta
YouTube,
be
and they're
80.
very current.
They're current. I like
Yeah.
them. I like them.
They be-
I like them.
yeah,
I'm
those sermons
only
be hitting.
speaking and saying as far as how I feel, as far as the ones that we all know that are
Yeah.
not good people.
Mm-hmm.
And predators. A lot of predators.
Yeah.
I need my pastor
All
to
right,
wit.
now you-
My,
I am
All
not.
Hold on now.
You gonna have to
We good, we good.
If y'all
Don't
talk
go
about
for the
keeping it a
Vatican.
bean, don't say you keeping it a bean, and then I keep it
That's
a
the
bean.
priestess.
That's
and
the
now
Catholic-
y'all-
that's
we,
the
we
priestess.
talking about religion in general.
different.
We not,
Okay,
I'm,
it's
not, I'm not
different.
targeting just one. We
Okay.
said religion.
Okay, this is
Religion is the
I
umbrella
hear you.
of it all.
I
It's
hear-
all
I hear you.
encompassing.
Some shit
So if
going
y'all
on.
want to talk about the people who's
I
taking
hear
their
you.
lives in the name of,
I hear
if y'all
you.
want to talk about people who's trying to
I hear
fake
you.
it to
You-
make it
you're
to talk
absolutely right.
and fuck
Yeah.
the women in the choir and touch the little
Yo.
kids in the boy, like all of that shit is real. Nah,
Nah, it happened. It happened.
y'all want to open the can? Open the
happened.
can.
No,
I'm
bad, it's
trying to
bad.
say
You're
for
not
fucking
exposing
Patreon.
anything that we right.
That's
That's
what
not
I'm
out
saying.
there. Absolutely.
But we got to talk about it. We gonna talk about it.
I understand.
God.
I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
Those niggas is they burn in hell.
I hear you.
That's how I feel about
I
all those
absolutely hear you.
people who weaponize their position of power.
hear you.
Because it be the people, the leaders, it be the leaders
Absolutely.
who's taking advantage of using the. It's
I
just
hear
like
you.
slavery. I'm gonna go back to my guy Nate Parker. Nah, y'all want to talk? We gonna talk.
I'm here for you.
If y'all
I'm
want
here
to
for
talk,
you.
we gonna talk.
I'm here for you.
It's just like I remember I was watching a movie and this was the first time that I saw this depicted. It was Birth of a Nation
Nation.
with Nate Parker.
Right.
And they used to weaponize the Bible. They used to get him to read certain scriptures because the other slaves couldn't comprehend. They didn't understand how to read.
Right.
So they would use him as a mouthpiece to kind of curve their way of thinking by using religion.
Right.
So religion has been weaponized.
Yes. Sure.
Everything in this world is a silver lining to everything.
Yes.
So when you
And
talk
anything
about
can be
religion,
weaponized.
like there we go.
Yes.
You don't agree?
If you want to weapon,
Of course.
Of course.
And that's
Pierre
what I'm
said
saying.
if you want to weaponize it, just take it out of context.
They forbade us to read. So the Bible was in Latin. It never was translated until
Exactly.
until Martin Luther. And that's why they kicked him out. And when he translated everything, that's when they kicked him out the church and they banished him and they tried to basically just annihilate him off the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And when I look at the history, it's just the history
That bothers you.
that bothers me.
Yeah.
But at this and
Actually, which is with a lot of other things
Yeah,
in
yeah,
this
yeah.
world,
It's
right?
the
You learn
history
the
of it.
history behind certain shit, and you
It
be
just-
like,
Like,
God,
damn.
it bothers
damn.
me a lot.
Right?
The history bothers me a lot, and I'm not. But if you're a good pastor and you have a good ministry and a good church, by all means, I am not talking to you. Keep doing
Facts.
God's work.
Facts.
We're not talking about you. I'm just talking about the acknowledgement of the history of what religion has formed and shaped into. You know what I mean? I think about these. I do ponder about these
Sure.
things. I'm a human. I
I was
question.
about to say, you're only human.
I'm only human, and when I
Yeah.
keep looking at the history, even the theory of racism, you know what I mean, like erupting from church like doctrine. It just
You be a Christian and you be against black people. You be a Christian and you be like, using the N-word.
How does that work?
You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying. And then not only that, but then you try to weaponize what's in the Bible against
pieces
another person because they don't look like you, because they weren't brought up like you, because you don't believe in it. Like they'll literally say, "Yo, nah, this is my God, and this is my." Like it's just certain nuances. And like you said, we're not against anything, and that's why it's always tricky for me because I grew up in the church. Like
we all did,
my grandfather is Reverend Slater. You know what I'm saying? Like it's entrenched in it. Yeah, that's a thing. Like my family really grew up in the church. My mom met my step-pops in the church. They had a whole family like plaques on walls with my last name on it, my family last name, lineage. So I really take it a little bit personal when we have these conversations, not towards you, Dad.
No, I do too.
But just in general,
I take it personal. I take religion very personal.
If we go talk about it, I want to really talk about it. Like we can't just say, for me, leave it at a surface level because there's good and bad in everything. Yeah. But if we go talk about the somewhat good and the somewhat bad, let's talk about the all the way bad and the all the way good.
Yeah, I'm talking about how many people were murdered in the name of religion. You know what I mean? Of wars, the Crusades, for God's sake. Like I'm telling you the worst of the worst. You know what I mean? Like as far as just all the, the histories of the popes and like it has a really dark and controlling history. And when I try to really sit down and think about it, I think about the little nuances of kind of like what Pierre said, where it's like, wow, this was really used as a weapon to control people at one point. For instance, not being able to read it, making sure that people weren't able to read it. And then I think about parts of the Bible that have been rumored to be taken out, right? That are only in the Vatican. And I'm like, why? Well, why you took those out? I would like to know what else was in them. You know what I mean? And then at the same time, I think about the Bible and I say, wow, that was written by men, and men lie. And I think about all of these things, right? And I'll get scolded for just saying, hey, what is this? Like, I would like to have a better understanding. And maybe I don't agree with this, or you know what I mean? Or I understand that having faith is to believe in something wholeheartedly. It's not to question it. But I have faith in my own, you know what I mean? I walk in my own faith in that regard, as far as what feels right to me, being a good person. Yeah. Last thing, this is what I would like to say. This is what I would like to say. I think that if you live life like God exists, you will have a better life, whether you believe in God or not. I think if you live by the way, as far as the 10 Commandments, as far as being a good person, as far as charity in that way, I think if you live that type of life where you believe in God, I think you will live a higher quality life style if you live like God exists. Yeah. That's always been my thing. So I always stay in that.
This is his thing.
This is my thing. This is what is spiritually what I'm connected to. This is just me.
It's just tough to just get past the history.
It's tough. Yeah, it's very tough.
So I completely understand where. Right. And just so people are clear, like when you just learn some of that history behind shit, when you first found out about racism, put a bad taste in your mouth about some white people, didn't it?
Right.
even some people you fond of but when you found it out in that moment, it hurt. Your brain as a human being just starts going like, wow.
Wow, that happened.
And then let me also, like, before we kind of put a button on the conversation, because, just the yin and the yang, also, religion, just to make sure we give the proper respect to both sides of it, right? It is also a way to walk in faith and abide by certain morals and compass that can guide you regardless of what you believe, regardless of what you pray to, worship, anything. Yes. There is a code that can, serve its purpose, right? Its purpose is to walk in faith, is to walk in the light of whom you believe in.
Exactly.
Right. You get what I'm saying? So
I need I need God.
I
exactly.
need it. So
I need I need my way of praising God. I need that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not an atheist at all. I believe in God.
By no means.
But I will not put that on you. You know what I'm saying? However you feel complete is how you feel complete, my brother. That's it.
It's the history.
No, absolutely.
I just like to I like to just talk to people about the history because I'm like, why was this like this? Like, you know what I mean?
A lot of people don't know about it.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest disconnect with it.
You ever think about confessions? I'm sorry. See, we talk about it.
Nah, you good. You good.
You ever think
I
about
just want to get to Patreon.
Got you. My bad. But I'm good. We like confessions. I always wanted to talk about. I always wanted to talk about this, but it's all good.
We can extend this conversation.
That's all good.
Still gotta talk.
No, I'm good, man. I'm good.
We can extend this conversation. But on that note,
all of this is like coming back to me because I used to like go on
that's the one thing I never want to say out loud. What I think confessions were. Like, how you confess to a priest? Yeah. I've always felt like there's something.
You're talking to somebody that's off camera.
No. Sorry. My bad.
Because I was trying to like.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you good. On that note, we gonna take y'all to church a little bit. This is Marvin Sapp. Never would have made it. This is one of like the best songs, greatest songs ever, because I felt this in my soul. But then sometimes you gotta
I knew you was gonna play this.
Sometimes you just gotta
I was gonna bring it
up. Sometimes you just gotta flip it on these niggas sometimes.
Classic.
You gotta drill this up. You gotta drill that up. And on that note, Need to Know family, it's been a good one.
Made it. Made it.
It's what you need to know when you need to know on the Need to Know podcast. God willing, we will be back again next week. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Put us in your algorithm. We love you. We appreciate you. And we out of here, y'all.
Gang.